TV6 has not indicated that we are on air yet.
The meeting will come to order. This is the regular meeting of the United Laguna Woods Mutual Board of Directors, a California nonprofit mutual benefit corporation. This is Tuesday, November the 9th, 2021, 9:30 a.m. And it's a hybrid meeting, boardroom and virtual. The meeting is called to order, and we have four here. And who we have online?
Online, we have Director Ardani,
All right, so
Director
we have a quorum.
Asghari,
Thank
and
you.
Director Toring, and Director Vestani.
Okay, I don't know the media. Is there media here? I don't see anybody, okay.
No, it's on.
Approval of the agenda. I hope all the directors in the virtual one on Zoom. What? Oh, I'm sorry. Pledge allegiance to the flag. I don't believe Cash is here, is he? So I'm going to ask Maggie Blackwell, Director Blackwell, to pledge allegiance. Thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. And the approval of the agenda. I hope everybody is looking at an agenda. And I can't see the virtual people. Do we have a motion to approve the agenda?
I move to approve the agenda.
We have a motion by,
Second that.
and a second by Director Armendariz. The agenda is approved. Now, item number 5, approval of the minutes. We have a real menu here. So let me ask you, the minutes are here. There's a lot of items here. Do we want to go through them all? So let me ask you if there are any objections to approving the minutes as indicated here under 5, or do we need to go through them?
Yes, I would object to them, but only because there's a lot of people in here that were not present at the last, I think it's October 1, 14, and 28. We weren't present, so we're going to have to vote or abstain or something on those. Right?
So what are you saying, Director English?
I'm saying that we have to abstain from voting for these because several of us were not here at that time, because we weren't even seated on the board.
Well, the minutes are posted here. You
were
can
not
read them.
here, but you.
All right, let's keep a little order here. Let's keep a little order. Director Armendariz has his hand up.
Thank you, Anthony. There are enough directors, there's more than 6 that are present either in person or virtually. So we could have those directors approve these minutes that would attend the meetings. And I would say we should approve them all at one time. There's no sense in spending a lot of time on it,
Okay.
right?
Thank you, Director Armendariz. Does anybody else? So Director Armendariz is correct. We have a quorum, and the quorum can accept and approve these minutes. So do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
I so move that we approve these minutes.
Director Armendariz has motion to approve the minutes as stated.
And I second that.
And we have a second. Those minutes are approved. Thank you. Report of the chair. Well, we met this week, Director Armendariz and I met with this Vice President and President's group, and it seems to what we're really concerned about, and we should be concerned about, is the price of insurance and this trash thing. And so I hope that the Jeff and Siobhan could give us some information, because they did meet with the city about this trash thing, because this trash and insurance could eat us alive. And so that's something we as a board, in our fiduciary responsibility to the 6,000 people plus that we have here, we have to address this and come up with an answer for the people. Okay, I have nothing else on that. Open forum. And you can see, if you have it in front of you at this time, the members only may address the board with things that are not on the agenda. So, Grant, do we have anybody?
We do. The first speaker is Rhoda Littner, 13C, 22013C, sorry.
Okay. I don't see her on here.
I'm here.
Oh, I'm sorry. There she is.
I'm
That's
here,
the
but
lady
I-
that walks down El Toro all the way to CVS. She's an amazing person. Go ahead.
I did not ask to speak at the forum, though I asked to speak on 13C.
That is my apologies.
All right, Grant,
Chris Collins, 3306Q.
Good morning. I'm here with an update on the Foundation of Laguna Woods that does work on behalf of the residents experiencing temporary financial crisis. Our motto is neighbors helping neighbors, and here's why. Sometimes the unexpected happens, and we need help, but we're unsure of where to go or where to turn. For example, would you know what to do if you experienced a financial crush and you could not afford to pay your electric bill? How about if you ran out of money in the middle of the month and only had food to last 1 week? Or if you keep falling but you're unable to afford an emergency response device? Or if your spouse was experiencing increased forgetfulness or dementia but you couldn't afford a caregiver? What if you simply needed to go to the doctor but you couldn't leave your spouse alone? How about if you were in the donut hole and your doctor prescribed an expensive medication? If you were released from the hospital and were unable to prepare for your own meals, what if you needed caregiver services but you could not afford it? If you could no longer drive and needed help with transportation, but your funds were very limited? Well, in Laguna Woods Village, these difficulties can be handled because the foundation stands ready to help residents. This financial assistance can help buy food, pay for utilities, purchase medications, arrange for caregiver services, purchase emergency response devices, and provide for transportation, among other things. The first step, of course, is always in getting help is to contact social services, which is, the phone is 949-597-4267, where the staff will verify the need and arrange assistance. During the process, resident identities are never disclosed and payment is made directly to the vendor. So if you'd like more information about specific programs, please contact the foundation at thefoundation@comline.com, or you can call us at 949-268-2246. Please also visit our website at foundationoflagunawoodsvillage.org to learn about the foundation and how it lives up to our motto of neighbors helping neighbors. Thank you.
Thank you.
The next speaker is Kathy Arnold, 404D.
I may be a little premature. I'm just seeking an answer to a question we proposed last month, and I'm not sure if I heard someone say that they would have an answer after or open forum is over. So this is in regards to trying to get a partial lawn removal for a neighbor of ours who wants to park his golf cart in front of his house. I'll read this letter again. My name is Kathy Arnold. I live at 404D Avenida Castilla. I am here today to represent Mr. Young at 411C. He loves to golf. With advancing age, it is becoming increasingly difficult to carry his clubs back and forth to his carport, which is located a fair distance from his house. He is requesting that a small area of plants just outside his front door be removed to make room for his golf cart. He would be willing to remove the plants and replace them should it ever become necessary. His manor is located in a unique location in that the other three manors of 411 flank his home. His home faces the perimeter of the cul-de-sac, placing him out of view to almost everyone. This would be an ideal setting to park his golf cart. So we submitted at that time all the paperwork, the consent for manor alteration, a letter of petition with 12 signatures from residents, a hand-drawn schematic, and a photo of the proposed golfing place. So I don't know if the board has had an opportunity to discuss this. I submitted all this paperwork at that time. So would it be advised that for us to wait a little while longer? We have provided both phone numbers and email addresses for myself and for the resident. Do you have any suggestions?
Ms.
How do we
Arnold?
get an answer?
Thank you.
Okay, Ms. Arnold, thank you very much. I'm going to go around to the board since I'm new here. Director Armendariz, do you have something you can add to this?
Yes, we got this material this morning about responses to members' comments from the previous meeting. And Ms. Arnold here raised the same issue last time, and we have an answer for her here. So after we complete all the
Thank you.
remarks from the members out there, I'd be happy to go over all these that will answer her question.
Okay, thank you.
That sound
Thank
okay?
you, Director. Anybody else?
It's not customary for us to reply to each individual first. We listen to them all first, and then we reply.
That's okay. All right.
That's what I
Anybody else?
said.
Yeah. Anybody else? Okay, where are we here?
The next speaker is Jean Bender, 2037B.
Thank you for your service serving us here in Laguna Woods. I'm a longtime resident of Laguna Woods, and I'm very upset because it seems that landscaping is not doing the job they used to do. They're very sloppy. They run into the lights. They run into the sprinklers. They leave piles and piles of clippings under the trees and around, and they don't pick it up on the lawn, and the lawn dies. They also blow into the storm drains, which a very nice man who takes care of the sprinklers cleaned it out for me one time, because one time it backed up. I don't know what to do, you know. I stop them. Some of them are very nice, and I say, please don't blow into the flower beds and don't blow into the storm drains. Some of them are very nice. They pay attention to me, but others just walk away. We used to have a gentleman, a supervisor, that used to walk around and check everything, but he's been gone for many years. His name was Nico, and he would never allow them to leave a mess like that. I don't know. Our service every month goes up what we pay, but it seems that they're doing less. I mean, they run over the lights, they run over the sprinklers, they back into things, they break bricks. I mean, somebody should take a look at all this. And we have a pine tree growing near our house. All the neighbors rake it because it's a beautiful pine tree. We love it, but it does make a mess. And if they would have a catcher, use a catcher, which I know years ago they bought the lawnmowers with the catchers, which they never used. And in the fall, with the leaves falling all over, at least they could use the catchers during the fall because they blow the leaves over, the wind blows, and they come right back onto the sidewalk. Please have someone look into it. I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Bender. Grant, we have anybody else?
Maxine McIntosh, 68C.
Good morning. I got in after you approved the agenda, and I looked at what you approved today. I'm so proud of our board, all the members here and all the members at home doing the meeting virtually. Look at everything you approved, that you have accomplished, that you've caught up on. My goodness, all those budget meetings and so forth. I remember how much work they are. And I just applaud you and thank you very much for sticking with it and getting it through. Bless your hearts, all of you. I was watching other board meetings recently, and I noticed that in third, at their last meeting, this relates to us, they had 71 letters from residents complaining about some misinformation they had and suggesting that their board have GRF train their new directors. And I thought, here we go again. People lose track of to which board owes allegiance or oversight to which board. And this happens a lot here. When I was on the United Board, we had a very artistic member who made a chart all in color, and it was very attractive, showing the different housing mutuals, their the summation of their responsibility. And then Golden Rain was in little colored circles around the edge, and they intended that to show that Golden Rain served all these people. But I think, unfortunately, it made it look like Golden Rain was a super board. And Golden Rain is not a super board. And I was hoping there was some way from time to time you could work this into your agenda or your programs. Remembering that I think we have about 18% of our community turns over every 5 years. And those 5 years go back quickly. Maybe there's some way something can be developed and handed to new people that shows that the corporate members practice oversight over GRF, not the reverse. The corporate members, the board members of the housing mutuals, and you're half of it. You're half of the corporate membership. And I don't think enough people realize this or appreciate it. And that the housing mutuals must always be aware of what GRF is planning to do and planning to spend, and must interfere when they think it's bad for the community, and must applaud it when they think it's good. And people are getting the wrong idea. And a neighbor came over and knocked on my door and said that she talked with 2 real estate agents who thought that was the case. GRF was in charge, and everybody else fell in place below it. So whatever you can do, I thank you very much. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you, Maxine. Anybody else, Grant?
Mary Stone, 356C.
Good morning, Mary Stone, 356C. Yes, I'm looking at the notice and meeting agenda, and I was seeing that you have the budget version 1, 2, well, the 1 and 2, and these budget meetings were held before your board meetings, but the minutes of those budget meetings were not included in the following board meetings, and I'm questioning why. And then I also question, when looking at the website, the last minutes that are currently on the website are August the 10th. Now, that's a long way away. A lot has happened since August the 10th. You've had, a lot of meetings. And I think we need the draft minutes put on the website. It's important for us to see what's going on at the time, not months and months later. So I am requesting that we see the draft minutes on the websites, and then when the new minutes come out, they just say that they've been corrected if they've been corrected. But let us see what's happening as quickly as possible. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary Stone. Grant?
Richard Rader, he is on Zoom.
Mr. Rader?
Thank you. Yes, thank you. I understand we are experiencing hiring difficulties throughout our divisions, which is having an effect on services. For example, yesterday, Brian Gruner said recreation was operating at 65% capacity. I know that hiring issues are happening throughout the general economy, but my question is, do we have any options we are considering to address this issue? Have we come to the point we're going to have to raise salaries to be more competitive? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Rader. Grant, anybody else?
At this time, I will see if we have any email comments.
Okay. Stand by, wait for that.
Good morning. Yes, I have 3 email comments. Robert and Teresa Cameron, 2063A. The purpose of this letter is to address a concern relating to the insurance requirements for the United Mutual of Laguna Woods Village. We regret that we are ill-informed when it comes to specifically our own mutual. Our manor number is 2063A, which puts us in the United Mutual Cooperative. We were recently informed by an outside lending institution that we are unable to secure a loan against our property, even though it is paid in full, due to the grossly uninsured nature of the United Mutual. Accordingly to this particular lender, UCB, the United Mutual has been dropped by the federal backing institutions such as Fannie Mae, etc., because our insurance is not adequate to cover a substantial loss. We're not sure if this inadequacy extends to the other mutuals here at the village, but since that we are in the dire straits with our ability to leverage our property and may be near to the substantial decrease in our property values because of this, our hopes are that Mutual and its board of directors are prudent enough to acknowledge this problem and deal with it effectively. We could probably expect substantial increases in our monthly dues, but that should be expected given the board of directors' history of poor managerial performance. This tops the list of concerns and complaints that we have while living here in the village. We hope that the recipient of this letter can address these issues or at the very least provide us with a return letter indicating that all should be well or that the village is moving towards that direction. We wish to resume our leisure and work lives trusting in the ability of the people that have charge of the running this place. 6650. This is regarding the plumbing repair, unauthorized removal of the cabinet-based shelf under kitchen sink and destruction, request for a replacement of shelf and damage repairs. A brief background about me. I am about to complete only my second year of residence at the village. In the United States for over half a century, have the experience of living in apartments, single-family houses, and this is my first residence in
30
the
seconds.
Citizens Co-op. Let's begin with the event of April 26, 2021, and how a coordinator ended up at my unit. Right. Alice Donfield Venox, Manor 211C. To the members of the board. First, many thanks to the board for consideration and understanding of our need for an open-air meeting area where residents can gather for meetings, join for meals, conversations, and enjoy together the simple pleasure of being outside in our beautiful community. All these activities are so important for senior citizens to maintain a social distancing while interacting with each other. Most experts agree that social interactions go a long way to making our lives both healthy and pleasant, and our small gathering place certainly does so, especially during the lockdown of the pandemic, and even now when caution among the elderly is still advised. I have looked at the proposed furniture and have given some thought of how the area is used. While the bolted down furniture takes care of the possibility of I don't believe it will serve the purpose well for the family. Following reasons: the chairs not being movable will stop those wheelchairs from joining.
This is item 13C. So we'll hear that on 13C, please.
Okay.
No, she can talk. This should be talked. This is about that.
Come on, you're out of order now. This is for, Grant is reading these things. Where are we, Grant?
We can always read that comment during 13C if that
Thank
agenda
you.
item pertains to that item. Connie, do we have any other member comments?
No, that's it. This concludes the members' email comments. Thank you.
That concludes member comments.
Thank you, Grant. Now we're going to go around the table here. I'm going to start with the people who are here. Let's start with Diane Casey. Do you have any responses to, do you have anything you want to say?
Let's see.
You don't have to. I'm just asking.
It's all very interesting.
Okay. Director Armendariz.
Yes, Tony, I think we should start with item 8A, which is the responses to the issues raised last meeting. And once we complete that, then we can get into trying to answer some of the remarks that were made.
Well, that's what I
today.
meant to do, go on to 8.
Okay,
So
and
I'm
I'll be
gonna go
willing to
around the
take
board.
item 8 if you allow me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I have a list here of quite a few items that were brought up at the last meeting. And I'll try to be as brief and complete as I can be, but some of them are quite involved. The first item was one that Kathy Arnold, 404D, brought up. And she talked about trying to have the mutual put in a golf cart path because the person in that, in 411C has physical problems on getting into the unit. And so VMS took a look at it, and the application was to remove some of the common area landscaping and building a golf cart parking area on common area landscaping. And the applicant was informed at the time that this is a violation of common use policy. And so they took a look at it, but unfortunately, the application has to be denied because there's no provision for allowing something like that in common area. Now, if you did it for that individual, then you'd be open to the request from the whole community. So it can't be allowed. So there's no further action that can be taken on that item unless the landowner wishes to appeal the staff denial. But I can say already that they're open to do that, but the result's not going to be any different. So that's the response to that. Next item was Piranhas Azorina, 922A. That's about the permit process for replacing an entry door. And she was with a value of less than $500. And she was told to submit a receipt to manner alterations. She subsequently received a telephone call that she was going to be fined because she failed to obtain a permit. The response is that the records indicate that the resident was advised on September the 8th, 2021, that a $50 permit was required for the mutual consent to replace the front door. Staff also offered to assist the person in filling out the application, and she was also advised that replacing the door without a permit could result in a $300 after-the-fact fee. It doesn't say what's happened after that point, but I would imagine it's up to the member now to follow through on what she's been advised to do. The next item was Michael Landry, 693B. He brought up two items. The first one was I asked the board about the policy to rescue bees instead of killing them. And the second was to look at the installation of solar panel collectors in RV Lot A. And the response to the first one was that landscaping does not kill bees unless they are Africanized bees, which are deadly. So they try to relocate any bees they encounter in landscaping work to an open space adjacent to the mulch yard. With respect to the second item, they checked with SCE, and SCE confirmed, that's Southern California Edison, that currently there are no incentives, grants, or programs that GRF could make use of in order to reduce the cost of installing the solar power system. Also, the topography of Lot A and its parking layout reduces the available space for solar carports to a small percentage of the overall parking lot. Also, the outside rows of the lot do not provide sufficient clear space for a typical carport installation, and the middle row is quite small to capitalize on good economy and scale benefits. So it was determined that it was not economically feasible to move forward on this request. And the other thing I want to add is that a lot of members don't realize that we have solar panel installed already on our carports here in United. Also, Third has an installation. And we do not qualify for the tax credit, which really makes the economics viable. Without that, it really doesn't make much sense. So people still believe that solar is the way to go, and it is if you want to pay the additional cost, but the benefits aren't there economically. So that was a response to that question. The next item was Alice Donenfeld, 211C, discussed the space in the common areas for cul-de-sacs 51, 211, 212, 213, Avenida Mallorca, and there had been tables and chairs out there in the cemented area. And a number of people have brought this up before. It was also brought up today. And we are going to cover that item in agenda item 13C, and I think the members are going to be pleased with the results on that. The next one is Maxine McIntosh. Thank the members for voting and welcoming the new board members. Requested the condition of the benches along the Serpentine Walk be evaluated. And the response was that the need for benches along Serpentine Walk are being evaluated by Recreation and Special Events Department, and some action will be determined on that in the future. Next item was Ellen Deanna, 24A. Red letter from Mark Greenman, who was a candidate for United Board, to Jeff Parker, CEO, alleging an illegal and fraudulent election. Jeff Parker responded that there was nothing illegal about the election, that the candidates that had made use of the members list had done it properly, and the integrity of the election has not been compromised in any way. Then the next person that spoke was Mark Greenman himself, 912N, repeated the same statements that he thought the election had been conducted fraudulently because of certain advantages that some of the candidates used that the other candidates did not have. It was stated quite clearly to him that they had the prerogative to use a mail list, they just didn't choose to do it. This issue is going to continue forward, so don't be surprised if it doesn't come up again. So that was a response to that. Legal counsel for United, as well as staff, has determined there was nothing illegal about how the election was conducted. You will also see articles in the Globe and in some of the other social media outlets about this issue. So it's not going to die right away. It's going to take some time to get it settled and cleared up. Next was a comment by Cynthia Schaefer, 207F, commented about the common area and the seating in cul-de-sac 51, 211, 212, 213. Again, that'll be covered in agenda item 13C. Norma Gottfried, 939A, also commented about the benches, the sitting area. And then she thanked the board members for volunteering their time for their services and recommends that landscapers receive training on how to trim shrubbery so it remains attractive. Some workers do a beautiful job, some not quite as satisfactory. The response was the need for benches along the creek is being evaluated by Recreation and the Special Events Department. And we'll hear more on that in the future. Sierra Jessica Calise, 207B, also commented about the importance of the area where residents meet in the common area, cul-de-sac 51, 211, 212, 213 Avenida Mallorca. This, again, will be covered in agenda item 13C. Then there were 4 items that were brought up by different members that did not require follow-up and were commented on at the meeting. Regarding today's comments by Mary Stone, I have this to offer. I can appreciate her concerns. However, there's a lot of things on the website that need to be either corrected or brought up to date. And one of the things I need to emphasize is that although that is important, right now United Mutual is facing a lot of problems that they've not had to face before. You almost might say we're in a crisis situation. And by that I mean, for example, Anthony Liberatore at the earlier part of the meeting brought up the fact that we have to make some decisions on the collection of our garbage now. I believe that's minor here in the community, but that hasn't been determined yet. And our collection rates by our waste disposal company are going up because all of a sudden it has to be separated from the other rubbish. So that's a major new item that we have not faced before. Another one is insurance. That's not going to go away. We're going to struggle that for a number of years going forward. We are working hopefully as smart and as hard as we can to solve these problems, but they are new major problems that we've not had to face before. Another one is that since we are having problems getting adequate insurance to full replacement value.
Point of order.
What's your point?
State your point of order.
This is to answer
He
Mary
is-
Stone's
he-
question.
State your point of order.
He has finished his report.
No, I haven't. Tony.
He's now discussing issues that came up this morning. So are we,
Can I make one more
is
comment?
that okay? Can he do that at this time?
Well, I didn't make the distinction. Let's wrap it up.
Okay, one last comment then. We are not able to obtain financing for the sale of the co-ops in United Mutual, again, because of insurance. I don't know how many members know that, but they should realize that. That, again, is a new major problem that the mutual is facing. So we've got a lot of priorities that are far more important than updating our website, which is important. So I just want to make all the members aware of the things we're facing. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Armendariz. Director Blackwell, you have something to offer on comments on these?
Yes. Let's see. The golf cart parking place cannot be granted. That is a granting of common land, and that can't happen, sadly. We did vote on that as part of our redoing of the bylaws years ago, and we made sure that it still requires by law a 2/3 vote of the entire membership, and so that just can't be done. Some other way will have to be worked out. I won't speak on the benches because that is 13C. I wanted to say that there is a difference between a record and media. A record or information of the mutual is not media. Media is the publicating issue. You can have media which is newspaper, TV, and so on. That is not a record. The search for records is what we dealt with, but that will be again addressed otherwise. Let's see. We are a co-op, so sometimes we can't get loans because the lender does not want to stand in second place. So when you are seeking a loan against the property, you as a shareholder do not own the property. So there will be a difficulty in getting a loan unless you get a personal loan which is not tied to the property. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Director Blackwell. Director Lee, do you have anything to offer to the people who have called in with their?
No, not at this time. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Lee. Director English.
Yes, I would like to thank Manny for what he said regarding priorities. Our priorities right now must be insurance and trash. And almost anything outside of those are not priority as far as I can see. So we have to work on that. Those are the main things, and we need a lot of help on it. And all your help will be appreciated. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Director English. I'm going to go on the monitor now from left to right, and the first one I see is Director Asghari. You're muted. Unmute yourself.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, Mr. President. First of all, I want to say, because we have a limited time and a full agenda, is it necessary, for example, Maggie repeat what Manny already said? Is it necessary that is a person repeating things just because? Number two, you gave us opportunity to respond, and that's why we are hearing to responding. Regarding to the priority, we have different departments. Of course, insurance is the first priority, but it doesn't mean all departments in the VMS are at this moment working on the insurance. No. What she mentioned is very important. People going to website to get updated information. and that is the IT people or finance can send that information and they can put it. I don't think so. IT department right now working on the insurance. So please separate tasks. And the last things, I want to take the word of crisis that Manny said. We don't need to put that much pressure. Yes, insurance is up, but we can talk calmly and then working together and explain to the residents. Putting pressure on the by this kind of work that we are at the crisis. We are not at the crisis. We are trying to sitting here helping to solving the problem. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Director Ascari. Director Ardani, do you have something to respond to here?
I just want to say that because I'm talking to residents a lot, they are really concerned about the insurance. And they are really concerned about why they cannot get the loan. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Ardani. Director Torn? No response. Director Bastani?
Yes. Sorry. I'm trying to unmute myself. Okay. I'm responding to comments from Jing 37B. Okay. Landscape complaints like today, like yours, about blower blowing things into your property and destroy lights, sprinklers, and won't listen to residents are common complaints from all residents. However, these are the management side issue. I would like to hear from VMS how they will improve such services. Since the members pay assessment to do the job, can VMS share with the community how much expenses we spend on those destroyed lights and sprinklers, and the stats on other complaints like how many people complain about the blowers and not listen to the residents? They pay the assessment and they deserve the services. So I would like to hear from the VMS and let us know what kind of improvement they are going to make to the residents. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Director Torn. Director Bastani?
Hi. On this issue of residents, I received a letter today, not today, this week, that the sellers of United has to put $10,000 to expedite the process. I don't think this is fair. It was written by Jeff Barker to all the agents. I've informed Pamela Vashline on this, and he's taking an action on it. That's all my comment. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Bastani. Diane Casey, I'm sorry. Director Casey?
Yes, I didn't say anything in the beginning, but I did want to comment on the insurance. Now, this insurance issue came up because of a change in the way the value of our community, and the fact that if we had a disaster that would wipe out our whole community, they're requiring that we have 100% coverage to cover that kind of catastrophe. Now that we can't afford. We can't afford that. So we're trying to fight, get in a lobby to fight behind us to get the federal government to allow that, which had been allowed before. So we are working on this issue. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Casey. Now let's move on to, if no other comments, we're done with that. We're going to move on to update from VMS, and that will be Director Skillman. Director Skillman, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Today, on behalf of VMS, I would like to talk about staffing. That's one of the prime responsibilities of VMS. Staffing is a problem all over the United States, not just in Laguna Woods Village. But here are some of the statistics to let you know how difficult it is here in Laguna Woods Village. Year to date, we have had 147 new hires. 80 of them full-time and 67 part-time. In October, for instance, we had 28 new hires, 12 full-time and 16 part-time. We are right now actively recruiting 33 full-time and 10 part-time. This includes our new general services director and our corporate secretaries. These are active recruits. Now, as Dick Rader mentioned in the meeting yesterday, the CAC meeting, it was mentioned that recreation is only able to function at 65 to 70% because of staffing. They have 14 openings, 10 full-time and full part-time. We've done a pretty good job in the last month or two of getting more part-time people back, which was a very big issue, and they've done a great job on that. The second department with large recruitment necessities is maintenance and construction. And they have 179 full-time positions in that department. And right now they have 8 openings, all full-time. They support 5 standing committees and 4 ad hoc committees, despite the work that they do every day servicing this community. Another thing we need to look at is terminations. Year to date, we've had 106 terminations, 70 full-time and 36 part-time. In October, we had 15, 10 full-time and 5 part-time. Of those, 2 full-time and 2 part-time were employees who were here less than 1 year. 4 full-time and 2 part-time were those who had been here from 2 to 5 years. And 4 full-time and 1 part-time were those who have been here more than 5 years. So we have to weigh the terminations against all of the openings that we have and see that it's a very small amount. We have people that stay and stay. We have wonderful employees who really are dedicated to Laguna Woods Village. Staffing is going to continue to be one of our biggest issues because it's one of our biggest expenses. Every time we get a report, you see that employee compensation is the largest part. Now, does that mean we have to pay more? That's something that needs to be looked at. We're continually looking at how we fare against other employers in the area and what we need to do. But again, that comes down to a budgeting issue. So I just want all of you and all of our residents out there to know that VMS takes this very seriously, and they are working diligently to get our staffing back up to what it was before the pandemic. But it's not easy, and they're really working at it. So that concludes my report for today.
Thank you, Director Skillman. I'd like to go on to CEO report, but I'd like to preface that with this. We were dealing with pay scale because I came from the East Coast to the West Coast because of money and opportunity. So I wonder where we stand in relation to other people hiring blue-collar workers. And so I'm going to turn the floor over now to the CEO, Jeff. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman, and to the committee and the board and everybody here. Couple of responses that I wanted to give, and I'll respond to that one. We use a number of different processes with regards to looking at our pay scale and how that works. We use an outside agency that provides a ranking of our salaries and conditions.
Excuse me, Jeff, we still use pay scale?
Yes.
Okay.
Still using pay scale. That's the company. And we've actually updated a lot of information with pay scale, and they assist us in coming up with making sure that we're in the right categories and the right pricing range for positions throughout our organization from top to bottom. We also have our union contract, which establishes those wages that we don't use pay scale specifically with. With regards to a couple of issues that were specifically talked about, I do want to mention in the area of the food waste issue that was brought up and our trash contract that the city is issuing. The City of Laguna Woods, which is the oversight government agency with regards to waste hauling, entered into a new waste hauling contract that goes into effect January 1 with a company known as CR&R. Formerly, that was Waste Management. CR&R, as part of taking over that new contract and being issued that new contract, is also addressing a new state law, state mandate that comes into effect on January 1st, known as SB 1383, which is a requirement that everybody in California reduce organic waste, which is food waste, by 75% by 2025. So that's a very short time frame. Organic food waste is already being addressed and has been addressed for a number of years in our commercial activities, such as our clubhouses. We've been doing that. This is now a mandate on residential requirement. So all of our residents will be impacted by this. That it's a substantial increase in cost because of new bins and new trucks that are required, and that is a pass-through that is can be passed through by the hauler to the residential. We've had 2 operational meetings with the city already, and we're getting ready to try to get basic information out as soon as possible once we have that from the city as to how they're going to implement this, how it's going to be put in place come January, and how it will be pushed out to our residents and what they will see and the manner that they will see it. So in the real near future, we'll be getting assisting the city as well as doing our own information out as to how this is going to process. But as indicated before, it's a very substantial operation. It's a very expensive one, and it is a mandate under the California law that this go into operation in January 1st. With regards to insurance, I wanted to comment on 2 points. One, United has finished its insurance process this year, and all of your insurance was bound as of October 1st, so that is in place. And the next step is to address the issue of the level of insurance and how that needs to be addressed, specifically in the area of property insurance. It was stated by one of the comments of the residents and also stated here, and for those that don't know, that NCB, which is formerly the one bank that was issuing loans in United, and these loans are personal loans. They're not secured by property, as you know, because you don't have mortgages here. In fact, so those loans, NCB said that they were not going to be able to do any additional new loans. They would continue to process what was in the hopper and continue to process the ones that they already had issued. Those loans typically, in most cases, were further purchased by Fannie Mae after NCB had issued those loans. So in fact, NCB doesn't own the loans anymore. Fannie Mae owns the loan. It is Fannie Mae that requires the insurance at the level of full replacement value. And for the village here, obviously we've had a reassessment of all, but in United specifically, we're talking about $1.4 billion. And so that, 2 things about that. One, you can't even go out to the marketplace and find that level of insurance. But secondarily, the expense of it is just out of this world and just not feasible for any association such as United's to accrue. So at this point in time, you took the action of looking at a plan which would talk about a coverage amount that you felt was adequate to secure the buildings in United And we did that working with Marsh and our insurance broker, and we came up with the $225 million worth of coverage that's in place. The issue at hand right now is that NCB can't or won't issue those loans based on the fact that they didn't turn around and sell those loans to Fannie Mae, and Fannie Mae at this point in time won't purchase those loans. So NCB is continuing their conversation with Fannie Mae. In fact, they had a meeting this last Monday, hoping to get a variance from Fannie Mae so that NCB could once again continue to do loans. I have not heard an update on that. And finally, on that insurance note, we had the opportunity to meet with Katie Porter, our Congresswoman's office, about 2 weeks ago, and we brought this item up specifically to see whether or not there was a way that the Congresswoman's office could specifically help address the Laguna Woods Village in this unique scenario with regards to insurance, and we're waiting to hear back from her on that. With regards to the landscaping, certainly the issue is one in which we will provide that. Ms. Bender's, we got her address, and we'll move that over to landscape and let Kurt look at that and get a response to Ms. Bender on the landscape issue. And then last but not least, with regards to, again, on the trash, I just wanted waste management. We're continuing to work on that. As soon as we get more information from the city, we will get that information out as soon as possible on how this is going to get put into place for the community. Now I'll turn it over to Siobhan. I know she has a couple of things.
Thank you, Jeff. Honorable President, members of the board. This morning, I'm pleased to share with you the Recognition of Excellence Awards. These awards recognize outstanding employees who demonstrate excellent customer service, have achieved great results on a project, and have gone above and beyond their regular job duties. This morning, we are recognizing employees in recreation and special events, social services, maintenance and construction, and security. So please watch the video before you.
The Recognition of Excellence Awards are offered twice a year in spring and fall for outstanding employees who demonstrated excellent customer service, achieved great results on projects, and went beyond their regular job duties. Usually the program is held in the boardroom on the first floor. However, due to COVID concerns, we offer this special video presentation. Joseph Manfredi, Recreation Leader, nominated by Laura Cooley. Joe Manfredi has worked in recreation for over 40 years, showing himself to be a reliable and essential asset to our team. During the COVID shutdown, Joe assisted the Security Services Department and worked as a gate ambassador at gate number 3. When recreation started reopening, Joe helped by staffing the pools while maintaining a friendly, helpful demeanor, always willing to step in to help in any way needed. He stays late and comes in on days off, often to cover shifts when someone calls out or to meet an urgent need. Residents and fellow staff love Joe. Residents often ask, "Where's Joe?" because he recently was assigned to work at Clubhouse 7 instead of his home away from home, Clubhouse 1, where he worked for many years. Joe is a loyal and beloved member of the recreation team, and I am honored to nominate him for this award. Lourdes Oseguera, Social Worker, nominated by Susan McInerney. Since summer 2020, Lourdes Oseguera has acclimated to the workflow and operations of the Social Services Division. A fantastic social worker, she demonstrates excellent resident-focused service and provides empathetic and patient assistance to residents on a daily basis. A team player, Lourdes demonstrates her willingness to help her colleagues. She exemplifies the professionalism, work ethic, and expertise needed to provide a high level of service to village residents. VMS is lucky to have such a valuable member of the team. Maria Juanasto, Operations Specialist, nominated by Gavin Fogg. Maria Juanasto completes her assigned resale service tasks with attentiveness to residents. In addition, She collaborates with other assignments outside her typical daily duties to help meet division needs. She contributes to the team's spirit by providing solutions to buyer and seller issues, often going above and beyond her typical duties. Michael Arnoldi, Gate Ambassador, nominated by Jay Allen. Several residents have commented on Michael Arnoldi's excellent customer service at Gate 4, which handles many of the gate clearance calls and drives the gate clearance system. His quick, efficient, and accurate entries simplify the process for all other gate ambassadors in their respective gatehouses. He accomplishes this task while resolving residents' concerns and, in many cases, brightening their day. Whenever he adds guests or works within the system, he watches for the rule violations and reports any concerns to management and other departments to address. He truly acts with the residents' best interest in mind. Michael has stepped up to make himself available for more shifts to bridge staffing gaps during a challenging year. His availability and exceptional performance have contributed to the community overall, and his continued excellence deserves this level of recognition.
Thank you, and that concludes my presentation.
Thank you, Siobhan. I'd like to just ask Jeff there, I know you said there our union, but I'd like to know what pay scale ranks our union compensation at. Are we high, low, in between? You don't have to answer that now, but I'm used to being all over that labor stuff. I think we have a benign contract, but I don't know where we stand with the LA Labor Council, if we're high, low, in between. Thank you.
Could I ask a question also? May I?
Go ahead, Pat.
Okay. Jeff, we belong to the Community Association Institute, as you know, and they have a lot of lobbying up in Sacramento. It seems to me that there must be other homeowners associations facing similar issues as far as insurance is concerned. And I'm surprised that we don't have the people up there lobbying them to get the laws changed, because it's very unreasonable. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Director English. Let's go around here. Any other directors here? Yeah, I want to see here first. Anybody here? Pearl Lee, Director Lee.
Well, compared to all this trash and the insurance problems, my question might sound very elementary. But being new, one thing that I'd like to see for us to do a little bit better job is to respond to the request of the residents within, say, like 30 days. Because, you know, there's no reason for one person to come with the same issue twice. If we
Director Lee, are you referring to Jeff?
Yeah,
CEO?
no,
Okay.
no. For example, the gentleman with the golf cart, it was presented a month ago, and the reason they came again was because they haven't heard anything from here. And on the contrary to a lot of residents' belief, I do know that the VMS and the mutual directors are working very diligently and looking into these problems and try to come up with a response. But perhaps we haven't been communicating with them, that let them know that we're working on it, we don't have the answer. There's no reason for them to come twice and present the same problem. At the end, it's not allowed, you know. And I think they can understand that some requests are not being granted because of different reasons. But at least we can make an effort to let them know that we have looked into it and within the time limit. And I think it might help us a little bit to communicate with the residents.
Thank you, Director Lee. I think we'd like to
Siobhan.
use this opportunity
Siobhan.
for directors to, go ahead, Siobhan,
I would like to
directors to direct their comments to the CEO or Siobhan. That's what this is for. Thank you. Go ahead.
I would like to respond to Director Lee. The process the United Board has set up is that if comments are received at a meeting, we provide a full written report to one of the board members to deliver at the following meeting. Staff did contact Ms. Arnold during this time period. And unfortunately, she decided to come again this morning. It's not that she was not responded to.
Okay, well, I understand, because I don't fully understood the process, but now we do. And I know that there are a lot of residents, the attitude is that, they assume that we don't listen. And I'm trying to create a positive change between us and the residents, because we are here to serve them. And I know that we are all working very hard, because from looking out there is very different from looking inside. And I have just changed my position from out to in, and I can see both sides. And I would like our residents to know that we do make all these efforts, and there are tons and tons of meetings that these directors to go to try to solve the issues. And I just want the effort to be known to our residents. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Director Lee. Now I'm going to go left to right and let the people who are on Zoom here that my monitor constantly changes. So I'm going left to right and first row, second row. So I'm going to start with Director Torn.
Yes, thanks, Chair, for giving me a chance to share information with our VMS CEO. I guess you missed my question. I'm not talking particularly about the 37B. It is VMS execution side. But my question is, how much expenses we spend on those ways of destroying lights and sprinklers? Okay, do we have any information on that? Share with us. And the statistics on other complaints. What kind of effort we need to spend on that? Any plan to reduce these wastes? We are not. Seems like we are not doing it right the first time, but we always have the time to do it the second time and third time. Those are the wastes. If we can do it right the first time, then there shouldn't be any waste on those issues. So my question is, do we have any information on that, and do we have any plan to reduce those waste of money? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Director Torn. I'd like to go through the monitor here now and then let Jeff or Siobhan respond to these. All right, so the next one I have up is Ascari.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I want to ask, Mr. Parker responded almost to all of the comments except the IT and then the website. Mr. Parker, even the guest pass now is getting harder compared to the 2 months ago. And I was in the IT department and I mentioned that. And regarding to the one of the residents that requests the updated information be there. This is totally different department. It doesn't need that since we are working on the insurance, we cannot work in other departments. All we need is give the updated information to the IT department and they put it on the website. I want to some comment from that by Mr. Parker. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Ascari. Now, Director Akokar, nice to see you.
Yeah, I do have a comment to make. Our loans in United are strictly with NCB. Why can't we open the field to other companies? And I know one company who is interested in working with us on our terms similar to what we have with NCB. Is there a possibility we can approach them again? I'm talking about a couple of years ago that they were doing it. If we approach them again, and if they're willing, can we make them come aboard and make loans for United on the terms identical to the ones we have with NCB? Thank you.
Thank you, Director Akokar. Director Bastani.
Yeah, I agree with Cash. We should open this issue of loan to others as well. So maybe we can change some of our requirements so others can come in, because this is a major issue with buyers. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Bastani. Director Ardani. Do you have anything for Jeff?
No
or shall I?
comments. Thank you.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
You want to deal with some of these issues?
Sure.
Because now, also, before we go on there, don't forget, they already met with this Katie Porter. It'd be a good idea for us to start sending some letters and calling to help out here, help our own cause. Jeff?
Yes, let me address a couple of them that were asked. With regards to additional lenders, we have in the past approached additional lenders. The lenders have not been willing to sign the recognition agreement that you require right now. And that recognition agreement puts you in the first position and them in the secondary position. If Cash has a lender who will sign a recognition agreement similar to the one that we have in place, we certainly would like to talk to that lender. I don't think we would want to hesitate any lender that would be willing to sign the recognition agreement as it's stated. As far as changing that, that would be something that would go back to your policy decision. Updating information on the web. We continually to provide updated information on the web. One of the issues that has been indicated to us over this past couple of years is that our website is not the best website. And so one of the things that we went back through the process, excuse me, with GRF was to fund a new website for the village, and that was approved as of the 2020 budget, which is January. So we'll be doing the process of going out and seeking RFPs and our proposals to update our website, which will allow for a more efficient flow of information. But we do update information on the website constantly. With regards to the question on, I believe it was regarding specifically landscaping, our landscape director does provide information to the landscape committee on several different topics with regards to the operations, and I do believe that that information is provided to the landscape committee on a regular basis. And with regards to, again, regarding to insurance, the lobbying thing, I know that the comment about the CAA is a good one. I know that at this point in time, Fannie Mae, unfortunately, is a national organization, an agency that doesn't necessarily look at California in particularly different. So that's why we went to our Congresswoman to talk to her about potentially changing it from that level. And that's all I have.
Thank you, Jeff. All right, let's move on to items 11 now. And I guess you've been through this before, but let's go through it one more time. The consent calendar. All matters listed under the consent calendar are recommended for action by the committees doing their work, and will be enacted by the board or by one motion. Now, it doesn't mean that a director can't pull one of these items off. So let's go around the table here on the consent calendar. Do I have a motion to approve the consent calendar as it's written?
So moved.
All right, we have a motion by Director Armendariz. Who made the second? I did. And Pat English made the second. Thank you. So the consent calendar is there. Okay, let's go
By unanimous consent?
What?
By unanimous consent, were there no?
Okay.
Thank you.
If that melts your butter, yeah, unanimous consent. Thank you. All right, item 12.
Actually, it's not for approval. Sorry, number D, resolution to update the committee appointment. Is it include that one or not?
Well, yeah, that's Director Ascari. If you look at number 11, that's the consent calendar. Under consent calendar is A, B, C, and D, and we just got it approved.
No, we didn't get approved because you asked for a vote.
No.
I
I asked for a vote of the consent calendar. A motion was made to approve it as it's written, and it was seconded.
Okay.
But there was,
Mr. Chair.
but there was no question for discussion. If there is a.
Yes,
person-
there is question for discussion.
So.
All right, well, let's have the discussion. What do you have to say, Ascari?
Excuse me a second, just, I thought Tony added the comment that if there's no objection, we'd like to approve the consent calendar unanimously.
Thank you,
And then that's
Director
when-
Armandaris. You're correct. And if you don't want that on there, you can make a motion to pull it off.
Yes, I would like to make a motion and talk about that because all of the advisor and everything, it seems, is already written there. And there is no other people.
So
or
you're going to
other
vote, you're
direct-
going to, basically what you're doing, you're voting against the motion that was seconded to approve the consent calendar as written. Is that what I hear you saying?
Yes, only number T be separate. And in
All
the
right.
past, we had it that we can pass many of them, but one of them we separately talk about that.
Director Armandaris.
Thank you. Why don't we propose then that we unanimously vote in favor of A, B, and C, and then we can go through D separately. Okay.
Well, what it is right.
I'd like to
we
make
ha-
that motion.
Okay, we have a motion, though. We have to take care of that first. The motion's on the floor, and then we have one of our directors wants to vote negative on on item D. So we can approve it, we can approve the consent calendar excluding D, or we can debate it some more.
Yeah.
Yes, I seconded for the what Manny motion. Manny make the motion. I second what Manny said.
All right, he's made an amendment to the motion, and the amendment is to approve the consent calendar with the exclusion of item D. Now, where are we going to put item D? Under new business or unfinished business?
Right.
Under new business,
That's fine.
Right, would be E.
That's fine.
E.
All right, so let's vote. So the motion on the floor is now to approve the consent calendar, item 11, subtype B, A, B, and C. Can I have a vote on that?
Shall I second it?
Well, we don't-
Second
Okay, second it first. So,
Okay,
any
let's vote.
discussion?
I'll second that.
All right, any discussion? No discussion? I don't see any negative hands, so the consent calendar is approved as edited. We dropped off D, 11D, and we're going to put that under, I believe you said unfinished business?
13E.
Yeah, no,
under-
new business, 13E.
Okay, 13E.
New business.
New
Okay,
business.
here we go. So unfinished business. Item A. Consistent with the statutory obligations of Civil Code 5501, a subcommittee of a board consisting of the treasurer and at least one other board member reviewed the United Laguna Woods Mutual preliminary finances for the month of August 2021. Such review is hereby ratified.
I move 12.
yes, I ratify as treasurer.
I second.
All right, it's been approved and seconded. Any discussion? See no hands.
I'm good.
Andre?
Yes. I understand the board members in this subcommittee are offered information to verify these the payments. I wonder if it's possible to share all those information to all the board members rather than just limited board members. Because different board members may have a different skill and experience. They may be able to also contribute to this process. We are not limited to, it says at least 2 board members. So we are not limited to distribute only to the 2 board members. can we share that information, distribute it to all the board members, so we all know what's going on there? That's my question.
Thank you, Director Torn. Anybody else?
That's not required. I'm sorry. That's not required.
Your mic is off. I can't
It may
hear
be
you.
burdensome. It's quite lengthy to follow. I mean, the purpose is that another person or two want to have the right to comment on that. And the others of us don't need to comment on that or to read this. So either we trust the people that we have doing it or we don't.
So what are we doing now? We're debating this issue to...
Yes, we are,
Okay.
because
No,
it's...
I move.
Oh, wait a minute
I
now.
move
Andre,
that-
you've already had your turn. Now be quiet. Anybody else? All right, now you can speak again twice.
Okay. I understand that, Maggie, you don't want to read those things, okay? And I fully appreciate your comment on that. But if you don't want to review it, that's fine, okay? But maybe other people have inside information and look at it and realize that they have some comments on that. They can improve the process. So everybody gets distributed, but you don't have to read it. And I fully understand your concern on that. You don't like to read those things. Thank you very much. But let everybody else have the information.
Thank you, Director Torn. Do we hear anything from the floor about item 12A? Do we want to approve it? Debate's over.
Let's vote.
We have a motion to approve item 12A.
No, you have a
Can
motion
I
to
just-
approve Andre's. Andre made a motion
Yeah.
He did? I
for
didn't
the
hear it. What's his
dispersal
motion?
of the
State the motion.
information.
What's your
The
motion?
motion is to supply all the payment information that we shared with these two designated board members, supply them to, distribute them to all the board members in case they want to look at it. If they have experience in that, they can also contribute. Thank
All
you.
right, that's your motion.
Mr. Chair, can I,
There's
Mr. Chair,
a
can I
second.
ask
Is there a
something?
second to the motion? If there's no second, it dies. Is there a second to Andre?
Mr. Chair, can I just quickly
The motion's on the
explain to
floor,
Andre-
and if I don't get a second, it dies.
Okay, it's second. I second it.
All
Is it
right,
good?
the motion is
Enough?
made by Director Torn and seconded by Ascari. Now time for discussion.
Thank you.
I believe
what he is asking is not about ratifying. He is asking about getting information about payment. Number A here is ratifying the seeing the financial. And that's actually, Andre is a member of financial and he received all of those. And I am sure if any of the members that they want to receive that one, they can send it as a package. But what Andre is saying is about payment. Is those my understanding is those checks and payment. So this is two different issues. This is nothing related to the number A12A. That's what I am trying to say, Mr. President.
All right, let's have the secretary read 12A. Can we read 12A?
Would you like myself or the board secretary?
Board secretary, do you have
That's
12A?
Neda.
Okay. I hear you guys. Unfinished business 12A, consistent with the statutory obligation under Civil Code 5501, a subcommittee of the board consisting of the treasurer and at least one other board member reviewed the United Laguna Woods Mutual preliminary financials for the month of August 2021. Such a review is hereby ratified.
Yes. So in this A, they are talking about preliminary financials. those package 250 page that come. Those already Andre have, and other member, if they want it, they can have it. What Andre asking is not related to 12A. 12A is nothing related to the payment. He wants to get information about checks and payment. Please understand this is two different issues.
I agree with Azar.
You know, I haven't been recognized yet, Andre. Anybody else? You've already talked. Anybody else? Director Armandaris.
Boy, you really confused this. If it has nothing to do with 12A, then why is it being brought up?
Right.
Okay, let's just skip through that now and vote on this. That's my comment.
Okay, we've had 12A read. And debate, any more debate? Are we ready for the vote?
On 12A as it stands.
So Maggie wants to vote 12A as it stands. Do we have a second?
May I speak on this issue?
No, you've already spoken.
I second.
And it's second, okay.
They are confusing comments at this point.
Well,
I
I'm
want
not
to clarify
confusing
the
anything.
comment.
You're out of order. Now, we've had the vote, we've had it read, and then now we have a vote on it. So give it, everybody who is in favor of this 12A, signify on your monitor here for grant. And everybody here, vote.
It's not on yet. We can do it by hand.
Okay.
You can ask if there is any objection, Mr. President.
Right, right.
Is there any objection?
No, we just had the debate.
No.
For the vote.
She's
Oh,
saying.
for the vote.
Yeah, right.
I vote no. I think everybody else is in favor of it. So that's what she's saying. Anybody else want to vote no besides me? And the reason I'm voting no is because we still aren't compliant with the way assessment collections are being transferred into the reserve fund, and also the settlement of amounts due from GRF. Okay, it's being held off till the end of the month, which is not correct, so I'm voting no. Thank you.
All right, the voting screen's up. Vote, please.
Okay, one objection, Mr. President, this is passed.
Go ahead. What's your objection? We're voting now.
There is no objection, except Manny, nobody has objection on this.
Whom should we send the vote to?
To grant?
You can just, if you would just like to say how you'd like to vote, I can input it for you.
Okay, conference organizer.
Sure, or you could just state it. This isn't a secret vote.
Could we have a stand-up vote on this?
No.
No?
They can.
This is not a secret. Is there any objection?
Right. Yes,
Only
you
Manny
can.
objected. What?
Yes, you can simply state your vote, and I
Why
will
you're
put it.
wasting time?
Okay, I will agree with Manny. I'll vote no.
Okay. My vote is yes, Kiran.
Thank you. Reza?
My vote is yes also. Cash.
Yes from me, Neda.
For Director Lee,
Yes.
Director Bastani.
Oh, I voted yes also. It's coming out red there. I don't
No.
understand that. No.
You're mute.
It's green.
Oh, is it?
I have voted on the chat box.
All right, I see that. Okay. So that says no objection. So I'm assuming that means he is approved.
So what's the tally?
9-2.
9-2, so that resolution 12A is approved.
Right.
All right, let's move on to 12B. And 12B,
Oh, yes.
Can we have that read, Secretary?
12B, entertain a motion to adopt a resolution for pet restriction. September initial notification, 28 days notification for member review and comment to comply with Civil Code 4360 has been satisfied.
Everybody here, Director Ardani, read the motion?
Yes.
Yes, I think according to the procedure, we should read the resolution to share with the audience on the TV.
It's already been read. If people are tuning in, they can hear it.
Right.
All right, is there any
So you
debate
read
on this?
pet
Do I have a
restriction.
motion
Read
to
the-
approve? Do I have a motion on the floor? Director Armendariz.
I am willing to read.
I move.
I am.
Wait,
Come to
wait,
order.
wait,
Come to
this is
order.
out of order.
Come to
This
order.
is out of order.
Come to order.
This-
Come to order. Director Armendariz.
Could you listen to me? This is out of order.
Come
Excuse
to
me,
order.
I
You're not
move-
recognized.
Yeah, I just move that we approve
recognize me.
resolution in item 12B.
All right, we have a motion on the floor to approve item 12B. Do I have a second?
I second.
Director Asgari as a second. Now we can debate it.
Point of order.
Point of order.
I am willing to read the resolution.
Read it, please.
Thank you.
It should be read.
The purpose of this document, okay.
you.
The purpose of this document is to define the rules and regulations of United Laguna Woods Mutual regarding restrictions on pets. The city of Laguna Woods has
Excuse
adopted.
me, Director Blackwell, didn't Nada Ardani just read that?
No. The city of Laguna Woods has adopted additional restrictions on pets. The collection of ordinances adopted by the city of Laguna Woods can
Excuse me,
be
Tony.
found here.
She's
Definitions:
reading all
A,
this.
common
No, she
area,
doesn't approve it.
the area which is
Stop it,
available
stop it,
for
take it away,
use
stop
by more than one person.
See, this is what she needs
B,
to read.
community rules.
Yeah.
The bylaws, occupancy restrictions, articles of incorporation, or any rules and regulations in
Stop her.
United. C, member, any person entitled to membership in United. D, animal, any domestic animal that does not pose danger, noise, or odors. Conditions: A, no person shall keep, maintain, or permit within any dwelling under his control or within the common area any dog which by sound or cry shall disturb the peace and comfort of the inhabitants of the neighborhood or interfere with any person in the reasonable and comfortable enjoyment of life or property. B, no person owning or having charge of any dog shall permit the same to run at large within the common area, except as otherwise provided in these rules and regulations. C, dogs must be restrained by a substantial leash not to exceed 6 feet in length and in charge of a person competent to restrain such dog. D, no person owning or having charge of any animal shall permit the same to enter or remain in the common area, contrary to the provisions of any sign posted conspicuously, provided that appropriate exception, as the case for guide dogs for blind persons, may be noted on any such sign. E, no person owning or having charge of any...
Point of order. This is for 28 days. Everybody read it. Why we should spend time?
No person owning or having charge...
Point of order, point of order, point of order, point of order. All these things should be read. If you read Robert's rules, you don't have anything in the dark here. This should be read for people at home who doesn't have a copy. Proceed.
Thank you, Chair.
No person...
Thank you, Chair. This is exactly what I was talking about, out of order.
No person owning or having charge of any pet shall permit any excrements to remain in the common area. Pet waste may be or must be disposed of in trash containers. Whenever F, Whenever any animal suspected of being vicious is reported to United, the officers and agents shall report facts and circumstances thereof to Animal Control of the County of Orange for such action as they may deem appropriate according to law. G, a maximum combination of 3 cats and dogs, no more than 2 of which can be dogs, are permitted. Enforcement. United is authorized to take disciplinary action against a member found to be in violation of these rules and regulations. When a violation occurs, the board is obligated to evaluate and impose, if appropriate, member discipline as set forth in the governing documents. The board of directors has the authority to impose monetary fines, suspend member privileges, and/or bring forth legal action. The member is entirely responsible for ensuring that the rules, regulations, and policies are followed by anyone they allow into the community. This includes any co-occupant, lessee or guest, care provider, vendor, invitee, or contractor. A complaint may be registered by contacting the Security Department at 949-580-1400. Additionally, you may contact the Compliance Division. Whereas the Governing Documents Review Committee is tasked to review policy and processes for efficiency and consistency, and whereas the committee recognized the need to update the pet restrictions, now therefore be it resolved November 9, 2021, that the Board of Directors of this corporation hereby approves the pet restrictions as attached to the official minutes of this meeting. Resolved further that Resolution U-7644, adopted February 24, 1976, is hereby superseded in its entirety and canceled. Resolved further that the officers and agents of this corporation are hereby authorized on behalf of the corporation to carry out the purpose of this resolution. I move this resolution.
Okay, also, if you read that further on section B, it references Civil Code 4360 that we're trying to accommodate.
President Liberatore?
Yes.
We do have a member comment on this item.
Okay.
We have Maxine McIntosh.
I'm grateful that this is very clear, very fair. We do have a problem with some people who go out late at night with their dogs and toss the dog's poop bag out on the lawn there along Serpentine Walk, and they don't want to take it over to the trash. There's really no excuse for that. I know that our trash cans have been inefficient for years now. There's no rod to hold the lid open. The first trash cans for my first 12 years in this community always had a rod like you do on the hood of your car that would hold it open. You could use both hands to throw in the trash. I know the trash cans now are bereft of that rod, but you only need one hand to toss in a poop bag. Thank you for making this very clear.
Thank you, Maxine. Grant, we have anybody else?
There are no further comments.
Okay.
Yes, I have a comment.
Go ahead, Director Torn.
Okay, I think there's some procedure issue that we need to clarify. It's customary that Secretary read the resolution and then follow up with I so move. And then there's a second. And the reason we read the resolution is there are people that are on the TV. They don't know what's going on there. We have, the board members have the documentation in front of them and before the time. So it is very important that we read it so members know what we are voting for. That's my comment. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Director Torn.
And
Thank
I will move this, I will move this resolution, and I hope there's a second on that.
I did already, thank you.
All right, so we have,
Okay,
it's
I will
moved and
second
seconded. And is there any more debate? Are we ready for the vote? We're ready for the vote. All in favor of the resolution?
I have a comment. My hand is up.
What's your comment?
Mr. Chair, I totally understand what Andre said and you said, but this document has been in the website. Every resident can go there and read it 28 days. Can you see in this page, it says 28 notification for member review and comment to comply. Member even can send their information and their concern to us for 28 days. So my question is, what is the reason that all of them, all people that watching on the TV, they have 28 days to read and then send their concern to us? That's why we give it. Could you please comment on that?
I call for the vote.
Well, that's a motion.
No, please tell why we
That's a
should
motion.
waste the time and read it.
I don't know exactly what you want me to say. If it's a 28 days,
I
now
wanted
we're,
to say when is 28 days, everybody see this one, now comes to the vote. Secretary should read very clearly what is the statement, and after that we should go to vote. Because we all receive it, residents receive it, and if they have any comment, Grant should read that comment for us. Otherwise, we should go to the vote.
Well, we're
Spending and reading all these is not proper. We have a lot.
well, you're wrong. According to Robert's rules, everything should be read out for people at home. It should be not, you shouldn't be take anything for granted. That's what these meetings are for.
No. People have it at home.
No.
28 days they have it at home.
Let's vote.
Doesn't matter. It's still a part of our protocol to read it.
Let's,
Director Blackwell.
I call for the vote.
All right, that's a motion. You want to end debate. Is there a second?
I'll second.
There's a second to end the debate. So debate is over. Now we want to vote on the resolution. All in favor of it, get the voting screen, please.
Yes for Neda.
Director Bastani votes yes.
Aye.
Director Lee votes yes.
Yes.
Directors on Zoom, please signify
Apropos.
how you like to vote.
Yes.
Grant, did you hear me? I said yes.
Yes, I have on Zoom, I have Director Ardani and Director Bastani's vote.
I vote yes.
I voted yes, Cash.
11-0.
Director Asghari?
Everybody.
So 11?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, the resolution passes.
Yep.
And now let's go on to 12C. Entertain a motion to adopt a resolution for the contractor violation policy, and I'd like to have that read, please.
12C, entertain a motion to adopt a resolution for a contractor violation policy. September initial notification, 28-day notification for member review and comment to comply with Civil Code 4360 has been satisfied.
I will read the resolution if you like.
She just read it, did she?
No, she read the last line.
Okay, read it.
I just trying to find it, but if you, Maggie, if you want to read it. That's okay with me.
It's always the pink page. Whereas the purpose of the...
I know that.
Whereas the purpose of the contractor violation policy is to enact a unilateral and unambiguous matrix of penalties for contractors who violate current mutual rules and obligations or exceed the scope of approval for a project, and whereas this pending resolution would make the contractor violation policy permanent and provide a clear template for invoking penalties inclusive of temporary or potentially permanent suspension from work within the Laguna Woods Village, reduction of MC lifespan to 90 days, suspending resolution 012-159. Whereas the United ACSC and manner alterations agree that the contractor violation policy will be effective and both recommend the approval by the United ACSC. Now therefore be it resolved on November 9th, 2021, the United Mutual Board hereby approved the contractor violation policy as attached to these minutes, and resolved further that the officers and agents of this corporation are hereby authorized on behalf of the corporation to carry out the purpose of this resolution. The 28-day notification has been satisfied. I move this resolution.
Thank you. And also, if you reference your book, it's also addressing Civil Code 4360. Thank you, Director Blackwell. All right.
I second on that.
Wait a minute. Do we have a motion?
I moved it.
And do we have a second?
Yes.
Andre.
Okay, the motion second is open for debate now. Where do we want to start? Did Director Armendariz, you have anything?
No, I'm happy with this.
Okay,
Let's
Director
pass it.
Casey. No comments. Director Blackwell.
No comment.
Director Lee.
No comments.
Director English.
No comment.
Okay, and I'm going to start at my monitor here, left to right. Director Nada Ardani. Do you have anything?
I'm fine with it.
Okay.
No, I'm fine with it. It's
Okay,
good.
Director Bastani.
No comment.
Director Cash Akbar.
I accept. It's okay with it.
You're okay with it. And Director Torn, any comments?
No comments.
All right, so the motion has been on the floor and seconded. Let's vote on it.
I am agree too. You forgot to ask me.
Okay. Asghar, you, okay. Asghar, Director Asghar, you have something to add?
She said she was for it.
All right, so
I am fine.
let's have the voting screen, please.
Andre vote yes.
President Liberatore, would you like me to mark all as yes, as no director had any objection?
Oh, I can't see the screen. Yeah, sure. No objections? Here we go. All right, it passes unanimously. Thank you. Okay. Let's move on now to new business. That's 13 on your agenda. Let's talk about 13A. Can we have 13A, please?
2022 collection and lien enforcement policy Whereas in accordance with California Civil Code, United Laguna Woods Mutual maintains a collection and lien enforcement policy that outlines the procedures, policies, and practices employed by the mutual in enforcing lien rights or other legal remedies for default in payment of assessments, and whereas legal counsel has reviewed the existing collection and lien enforcement policy and determined that the policy as written complies with civil code requirements and reflects current practices for collection of mutual delinquencies, now therefore be it resolved November 9th, 2021, that the Board of Directors hereby adopts the 2022 United Laguna Woods Mutual Collection and Lien Enforcement Policy as attached to the official minutes of this meeting, and resolve further the policy statement is provided pursuant to the requirements of California Civil Code Section 5310A7 and will be distributed to members in November 2021 as part of the annual policy statement. Resolved further that the officers and agents of this corporation are hereby authorized on behalf of the corporation to carry out this resolution. I move this resolution.
Okay, you, Blackwell, Director Blackwell, you forwarding the resolution?
I moved the resolution.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Director Armendariz. We're open now for discussion.
President Liberatore, I would just like to clarify that this 2022 collection and lien enforcement policy is currently, this is the first reading. We will have, this will be postponed for 28 days and then will be addressed at the December meeting.
Okay, does everybody understand that? We're just posting this now, and we have to give it 28 days. So do
Right.
we want to talk about it some more? We want some debate on this?
No.
I see no debate, I see no hands on the monitor here, so do I have a motion to approve this?
I move that we approve it.
And a second by Director Blackwell, is it? Okay, can we have a vote screen for?
Sure, I can put that. Directors via Zoom, if you please voice your vote.
Yes, for me, Grant.
Thank you.
There were no changes to the lien and collection policy this year. The only changes were the year. Does it need to be 28-day notice? Does it need to have a 28-day notice?
I didn't get that. What do you say?
There were no changes to the lien and collection policy this year from 2021 to 2022. The only thing that changed was the year itself. Does this need a 28-day notice?
I wouldn't think so. There's no substantive.
If it's already been, I don't know.
The reason I ask
It hasn't
is
been
because-
changed?
Nothing changed, no. The reason I ask is because this needs to go out in the November mailing.
Okay.
Do we have any objections to that? It's already been posted. We have satisfied the 28 days because we haven't made any changes. Is that what I'm hearing?
Correct. There were no changes.
Okay.
All right? So we can approve it then. We don't have to do the 28
Final
days.
approval.
Everybody understand that?
Yes.
Final approval, yes.
All right. There are no objections. It's approved. Let's go on to 13B.
Okay. Resolution 0121XX, Reserve Payment Approval Timeline. Whereas, in accordance with California Civil Code 5510, two members of the Laguna Woods Mutual Board approved payments issued to vendors from the association's reserve bank account. And now therefore be it resolved November 9th, 2021, that the Board of Directors hereby approves a reserve payment timeline, and resolve further reserve payments not explicitly approved or disapproved by board members within 10 business days of receipt from the managing agent are escalated to the mutual's president for approval, and reserve further the mutual's president will explicitly approve or disapprove escalated reserve payments within 3 business days of receipt from the managing agent. Should the president not explicitly respond within 3 business days of the receipt from the managing agent, the reserve payments are deemed to be approved for release to the vendors, and resolve further that the officers and agents of this corporation are hereby authorized on behalf of the corporation to carry out this resolution. I move this resolution.
Well, this resolution has been moved by Director Blackwell. Do we have a second?
I second it.
It's seconded by Director Casey. It's time for discussion. Let's go around the table here first. Director Lee, we haven't heard from you. Do you have any observations on this one?
No, I have no.
Thank you, Director Lee. Director English.
No comments.
Thank you. Director Blackwell.
No comment?
Director Casey.
No comment.
Director Armendariz.
Thank you. I have a lot of comments. Why is it all the hard things always get left to me? It took me a long time. It took me 4 years to finally get us compliant with this requirement in Davis Sterling. It's been part of the law for over 12 years, almost 13 years now. It was instituted in January of 2009. Finally, we are reviewing reserve expenditures. And we're only reviewing the ones paid to outside contractors. The other half is paid to employees of VMS because they also do work that falls under reserve expenditures. And some of the information in here is inaccurate. What has happened is that in the last month or so, I fell a little behind for a number of reasons. The workload, the president resigned, and this gives me an opportunity to mention one thing, and that's that the members don't understand that if they have a problem, that's their responsibility to solve it. And then if VMS is not following through, that's when they get one of the directors involved. And it should be the director that's in charge of that area. For instance, if it's a landscaping problem, it should be the landscape chair. And unfortunately, a lot of times the members, if they know a director, think they can go directly to him. And so that happened in the last month where I got a lot of those requests, and I did get them all cleared up. And I was happy to help the member, but it did cause a roadblock in my mind. This defies the requirements, and that means that it escalates the payments if they don't receive approvals within a certain time period. And that means that some of these expenditures can go without director approval. That's not what the Davis Sterling law requires. It requires 2 approvals, period, nothing else. Now, I'm all caught up. I've reviewed all reserve expenditures up to date. And believe me, in the last year and a half that I've been doing this, I have found lots of mistakes. We've had to redraw checks and so on. We've improved procedures tremendously. Okay? All the procedures they follow are requirements that I've instituted. And just to show you how exaggerated this is, I'm not the roadblock. Yeah, I might take a couple of weeks, sometimes maybe even 3 weeks, because I discover information that I need to have to approve it. And it takes time for it to go back and forth. And there have been times when I haven't approved the expenditure for that reason. The expenditures that I just approved yesterday, I sent it out like about midnight last night, my approval. It has invoices in here. The oldest one on here is August of 2020. That's over a year old. And here's another one that's December 2020, November 2020. Okay? I just approved these yesterday, over a year old. That was the disbursements for November the 3rd. And I just grabbed a couple just to be able to describe them. On October 13th, another list. On that one, it shows, again, a payment to a consultant with a date of December 2020. Another one here is April 2021. A bunch of them in May 2021. Some in August. And the most current ones were in September. So again, VMS is behind much greater than I have been in approving these. So I am totally opposed to this resolution. You know, if you want to put a time limit on it, fine. But I think it's unreasonable. I think there's no need for it. Okay? So if somebody can prove to me how this is going to comply with Davis Sterling, I'd like to hear it, because it is not going to. It means that if it doesn't get escalated and it doesn't get approved within the time limit, then they can authorize the expenditure. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Armendariz. Director Casey.
Yeah, I do believe that I am going to be involved in this process, right? So I would like to make some kind of a meeting that we can have, you know, so that I'm not reinventing what you've done. I need to know what you're discovering at the time, and maybe we can meet with staff. You know, what would be the best way? Because when I look at the information that I received, it's difficult, you know. So I would like to organize something so that it's efficient. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Casey.
Yeah.
Director Blackwell.
I have a question, Mr. Armendariz. It says, paragraph 3, reserve payments not explicitly approved or disapproved by board members within 10 business days of receipt. Is 10 business days too short a time for you?
Are you
Oh,
asking
you
me
should
if that-
direct the chair. You shouldn't be directing.
I'm sorry. My question is 10 days sufficient for the payments to be approved or disapproved?
Thank you, Director Blackwell. We'll come back. Let's go around the board and we'll come back the second time. Anybody? Pat, English, do you want?
Yes. Manny, is this the issue
You should,
as
we
far...
should be directing the board. Thank you.
Is this the issue regarding having separate bank accounts and everything for the reserves and for the operating expenses? Is that what this is
No,
about?
no.
All right, we'll come back.
No.
We'll come back to you, Director Armendariz.
Regardless of whether it was the way it used to be without the separate bank accounts, Davis Sterling in 2009 instituted the law that all reserve expenditures must be approved by 2 directors. So whether it came out of one account label operating, it was still in payment of a reserve expenditure, it had to be approved. Now that we have 2 separate bank accounts, it's just easier to crank out the checks out of that one account without any problem and do the accounting, that's all.
Well,
But the separate accounts have nothing to do with it.
Well, let's come to
It's the
order.
approval of the expenditure, that's the issue.
Have you figured out how much this is going to cost us? We'll have to do all kinds of additional software and everything else, will
No,
we not?
no, that's not the issue. The issue is that whoever is approving these must approve them within 10 business days.
President.
So it doesn't delay the payment to the vendors and the contractors. And rumors have been going out there that payments have been delayed to contractors and vendors because of the slowdown caused by directors' approvals. And I'm challenging that. I'm saying that's not true. I just read to you invoices that go back over, and I've gone through this for the last year. Invoices that are 4, 6, 9, a year old. And yet, I'm the one that's supposed to be delaying these through my review. It's inaccurate, it's incorrect. I am totally caught up now, and whether it should be done within 10 business days or 15 business days, doesn't matter. That's not in the law. Okay? And they're saying that if it's not done within that period, automatically that expenditure is approved. How can they justify that if the law doesn't provide for that? It's very simple. This is totally wrong.
Okay, thank you, Director Armendariz. Nobody else on the board? Let me do this. Andre Torn, Director Torn, what do you got to say?
Yes, my experience with signing off the check is this. I don't have the needed information. I was given the information of here's the invoice, here's what we want to pay. I don't know whether it's a duplicated invoice or not. I don't know if it's a mismatch invoice or not. I don't know if operation side has signed off or not. We are not supposed to do all these checkings. Checking is execution. It's supposed to be staff's responsibility. For example, I never get a report on planned payment. When are these payments should be planned to pay? And I never get a payment history. How much we have paid in the past, and what are the payments cover those things. So we don't have any duplicated payments. And also, there's rumors internally, from what I heard, internally within among the staffs that spread around that says the board is delaying the process. Okay, as you can see from many examples, and my experience is that when we uncover things that we don't understand what's going on there, we send the information to them, and then they later on provide and say, oh yeah, this information is incorrect, we give you this information. So I'm questioning whether VMS is processing it correctly, how much wasted duplicated money we paid in the past. That's our job. Our job is VMS need to provide all the information that they use to for the payment. If they don't provide us the payment information, or they don't have all the payment information related to this invoice, how do they pay that? We are confused. And then we ask questions. The questions take some time back and forth. So what I say is the 10 days, I would say 10 days is reasonable, but it should be from the last day the correct information is communicated to the board members, rather than the first day the information is communicated to the board members. When we have complete information, when we establish the procedure that they need to provide the payment plan, when to pay what, how much is that, approximately. We don't have to have exact number, but we have to have approximately how much amount we need to pay on those days. And when invoice comes, we can check that and then check the payment history. These information, I don't know if VMS has those information. Those information should be so simple coming from this financial system. I don't know why they don't have that kind of information. That's where the problem comes in. 10 days is fine, but from where and what kind of information should be supplied? Those information has yet to be defined clearly at this point, and we don't know how VMS staff sign off in the past without this information. And if they have this information, why didn't they pass to us?
That's enough.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Andre Torn. All right, anybody else? Go ahead, Bastani.
Yes, I was in M&C committee for several years, and I have heard that some vendors, they delay the time they put the slips in, even for a year. So we have to take that into account. 10 days should be after when we receive the bills from the vendor. That's my comment.
Thank you, Director Bastani. Director Ascari.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. There is 3 issues here that I want to address. Number 1 is I was aware of this issue, and I came and I talked to some VMS staff in finance. And the biggest complaint was it was 37 past from the time that they sent the check, and the responsible director didn't even open the email to see it. So that brings some concern to me. And I said, maybe you are sending so many for one. We are volunteer, and this responsible director is volunteer. So how many you are sending? One of the issue is if you want to put a limited time to respond, how many checks you are sending? Are you sending 40 checks, 50 checks in 10 days? It's going to be too much for one person, especially if cares and wants to read every line of that. So that's number one. We should put a limitation. How many checks they are sending to that one, the same that they are sending for the resale. Sometimes we are bombarded them and we don't have time even. So number two is back to this one. You can limit the time that the responsible director responds. Maybe they have, or she or he has some problem with this invoice. And you can limit it in 7 days. The responsible directors should address any concern. And if not, then they can send it to the alternative or to the president, to the alternative director. Maybe something happened to that director. So these two big issues so far accumulated all of this. I understand that is clear up now, but a week ago it was like checks that didn't open by director more than 37 days. So these are important. How many in how much time you expected a volunteer director work on that? Please consider that one. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Ascari. And I'd like to hear from staff. You've got the floor.
Thank you. I just want to clarify here what the staff report says. What the staff report says, or the whole purpose of the staff report, is to expedite the review process. And what's going on, what the staff report actually says is that directors will have 10 business days to either approve or disapprove. So we're not saying that you have to approve it in those 10 days, but if you have any questions, we'd like to know what those questions are. The purpose of this report is just to keep the ball rolling and to keep things moving forward. And if there is some kind of issue or some kind of hang-up, then the next review would go to the president. Again, the idea isn't to skirt questions or to force you to approve or anything like that, but instead to actually have the review go forward. And you know, Director Armendariz is correct. He has reviewed 24 checks over the past 4 days, and we're very grateful for that. And at this point, we are now caught up, but we just want to make sure that we don't get to the point where we're continuously waiting without a review. And if the board is interested, I can go through the entire review process to address some of Andre's concerns. He was concerned that staff isn't reviewing these things to begin with. I can assure you that there are many steps and iterations along the way where several staff members are taking a look at these. And you know, Director Armendariz commented on how things are improving, and we've definitely come a long way. We're not all there yet completely, but we've definitely come a long way and made some good improvements.
How many as an average?
Wait a minute, I haven't recognized you yet. You haven't recognized.
Sorry.
You're out of order. Are you done?
I'm done.
All right, staff is done. Director Ascari, do you want to talk? Now remember, we've only been around one time
Chris,
already.
I apologize.
We get one more time around, and then we're going to go for it. Go ahead. You've got the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Mr. Chair. I apologize for that. Jose, how many you are sending? So you just mentioned that Mr. Armendariz signed 24. So how many checks you are sending? That's the key. And each of us as director, we have lots of other responsibility as well. So that's my concern. Should we put a amount of the check in a certain time? For example, if you give 10 days, like maximum 20 checks or maximum 10 checks in 10 days. I know you are better than me to find the number, but can you give us the average checks that you're sending?
About 8 to 10. Between 8 and 10.
All right, as Director Escar, you're done. Let's go to Director Armendariz.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. I think I have a solution to this, but I'll agree with Jose. We've come a long way, as you well know. We've improved a lot of things too. I think you'll acknowledge that.
Yes.
Okay? So the information that flows now flows much more efficiently and much more complete than it did at the beginning. Okay? And we can process the payments and the reviews and approvals much quicker now. The problem with this resolution is real clear. I'll read it to you. Reserve payments not explicitly approved or disapproved by board members within 10 business days of receipt from the managing agent are escalated to the mutual's president for approval. And resolved further, the mutual's president will explicitly approve or disapprove escalated reserve payments within 3 business days of receipt from the managing agent. Should the president not explicitly respond with 3 business days, the reserve payments are deemed to be approved for release to vendors. That is totally opposed to Davis Sterling requirements. So my solution is this. I think we're to the stage now where the process is so much more efficient that we scrap this, defer it. But let's go through another 3 to 6 month period and see how that works, okay? This way, we're not adopting something that violates Davis Sterling. And 2, I think it's a fair way to do it and an honest way to do it. And like I just showed you, I mean, if we continue to get invoices that are 4, 5, a year old, I'm going to bring it to everybody's attention so they know that our review is now what's slowing down these payments. Okay? So that's my proposal to how to solve this. Does that sound reasonable, Jose? Let's give another go. 3 to
But
6
right
months.
now, Director Armendariz, we have a motion on the floor, I believe.
Okay.
Are we ready for the vote, or we want to continue debating?
There is a member comment on this item.
Okay.
From Richard Rader. I will move him. He's on Zoom.
Okay. Mr. Rader, are you on?
He's joining now.
People sitting
I've been
home
listening
watching
to
TV
the
on.
debate. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello?
We can hear you.
Thank
Yes,
you.
we hear you.
I've been listening to the debate. I think there were several issues that were brought up, one of which is not part of this resolution, which has to do with comments were made that BMS itself was not moving expeditiously. That may be an issue, may not be an issue, but it's not part of this resolution, number one. Number two, Manny says that this resolution is in violation of Davis Sterling. I don't understand why he says that. I understand Manny's opinion, and maybe he's right. Maybe you should defer it and see how things are going. But this is not, as far as I could see, in violation of Davis Sterling. Perhaps Manny could read what Davis Sterling says, and there's no reason why we can't embellish on it. There are many things that we pass in this village that have nothing to do with what Davis Sterling says. The last point is that it seems to me the question as brought up by our treasurer is valid. It says, well, maybe our people, the 2 people are overloaded. The way to handle that, it seems to me, is to consider a third person, perhaps, that takes on the excess load when it occurs. And the last point I'll make is that when you talk about how many you're getting, my bet is that some of these are just happen all the time, and you just go ahead and approve them. They don't take a lot of review. It's the ones that take a review that's going to take your time. So I hope you'll take all these comments into consideration and perhaps either vote on it or take Manny's suggestion to wait and see how it goes for the next 6 months. The reason that I think that we had the idea of going to the president was just sort of an issue that if the directors, for whatever reason, are not moving expeditiously within the 10 days, well, what are we going to do then? So the idea was have the president act on it, but actually the president should never have to act on it because the directors should do their work within 10 days. Those are my comments.
Thank you, Dick Rader. Who we got now? Pat English, Director English.
I move that we table this motion for 6 months.
Wait, we already have a motion, right? You're going to amend it, the motion? You want to amend it? Well, we already have the motion, right? So we have to vote it down, and then you can amend it to refer to committee?
Okay, yeah, good.
All right, so we have an amendment to the amendment to refer this resolution back to committee.
I'll second that.
We have a second from Director Armandaris. Is there any further discussion on the amendment to the amendment?
Could we hear from staff on that?
Yes.
Well, let me see if the directors want to see it first. Any more discussion from directors?
Sent back to the finance committee, right?
Yes.
We're going to refer it back to finance, yes. That's the amendment to the motion on the floor.
I agree with that.
Director Ascari.
I agree with what you said, Mr. President.
Okay, so we're voting now on the amendment to refer the resolution back to committee.
May I?
Can we hear from staff?
May I, President?
Go ahead, staff.
So our goal is the same as yours, right? We want to process these invoices. We want to be able to let you guys review them. Right now, we are caught up. And so as long as we continue to be caught up, we have no issue. So if we're caught up now and we're going to continue to be caught up, I think that a 6-month moratorium to see how things go is adequate.
Thank you very much. And now, so we have this motion on the floor, and we have the staff responded to us. Are we ready for the vote, or we want to continue discussing it?
Why don't we just vote?
All right?
We are voting on what? Can you read it?
On the amendment?
We are voting on the amendment. You proposed the amendment, did you, to the amendment, Ascari?
Yeah.
Yes, back to the finance
All
committee.
right, so
Thank
that's
you.
what we're voting on now. I'm just asking if there's any more discussion. We're voting on the amendment, and then we'll vote on the amended amendment. So can we have the voting screen for the amendment? To send it back to committee, is that correct?
Right, yes.
All right, we're voting on sending the resolution back to committee for further discussion. Please cast your vote.
I vote yes. Andre vote yes. Let's ask any objections.
I vote no. This is Cash.
Okay, Cash,
About
you got
time
your
we did
vote.
something instead of sending the ball back.
Okay, we got your vote. Thank you. I can't see. What are we doing here?
Yes for me.
Director Pistani.
I voted in the chat box, yes.
Thank you.
Grant, yes for me, Neda.
Thank you.
Everybody's voted. There's 11 votes.
You have 11?
There's 11. Yeah.
Okay, the vote's in. Grant, was it 10 to 1?
10 to 1.
It passes. We have amended the resolution to send it back, refer it to committee. So the original resolution is on the reserve payment approval transition. So now we have amended that to send it back to refer it back to committee. We have a motion to approve that.
Yes, I'll make a motion.
So moved.
Pat moves, I'll second that.
And second, all right, is there any discussion on that? We've approved the amendment to it to send it back to committee.
Okay.
Can we vote on it, please?
Yes, for me.
Andre, yes.
Yes.
I also vote yes.
Oh, for me.
Director Bastani?
I voted yes.
Thank you. President Liberatore?
Yes. I can't see too good.
That's fine. We
We're
have
done?
it 10-1, the motion
10
passes.
to 1.
Okay, the resolution passes as amended to send it back to committee. Thank you very much. Let's move on now to Article under New Business 13C.
Right.
Entertain a motion to approve United Cul-de-sac 51 common area patio furniture. And this was a pretty common item here. Do we have a motion to approve this?
I
Or
so
we'll read
moved.
it?
Oh.
We need to read it.
There is no motion in the package.
No,
Okay, so
Oh.
let's read it anyway. The recommendation from staff, you want to read the recommendation from staff?
The recommendation is to authorize an unbudgeted operating expense not to exceed $11,000. $11,000 for the purchase and installation of permanent outdoor patio furniture in cul-de-sac 51 common area to create a gathering area for residents in compliance with current applicable policies.
Thank you, Director Blackwell. And I don't know if, at home if you can see this, but I guess this is a picture of what they want to put down there?
I move this resolution.
Director Blackwell moves it to be
I'll second
approved.
that.
It's directed by Director Armendariz.
I second it.
Okay. Now,
President
for
Liberatore.
discussion.
Yes.
Director Blackwell.
Yes, this is $11,000. There are other seating areas, in fact, in that very same cul-de-sac, which I visited last night. So if we're going to spend $11,000 on every cul-de-sac that requests them, how many $1,000s will this be? I see I like all the choices. I consider the bolted ones far too expensive. I consider the other ones beautiful but will disappear. I suggest that we stay out of this and allow residents to do what they want as long as the mowers are not blocked and the pathways are not blocked.
Thank you, Director Blackwell. Any other directors here? No, okay, let's go. I can't see Glenn, I can't see the monitor here too.
Director Asgari has a comment.
Director Ascari, you've got the floor. I'm sorry, I didn't see you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Chair. Actually, after I received this one and I just researched online the model that was there and comparing to other models, there was a lot, I don't know who researched this one, there are a lot that they offering, special as a Black Friday, we are in the right timing. One of them, the whole set with the table and 8 chairs, about under the $1,000. So I totally agree with this project. It's a good idea to bring a common area for people, and it's necessary, especially for 55 plus community. But compared to specifically this picture that they sent, I am asking if it is possible they do a little bit more research with all of these Black Friday events online that come. You can see it by yourself if you go online. You know what I'm talking. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Director Ascari. Director Ardani. No, I'm sorry, Director Armendariz. I keep.
Thank you. To answer Maggie's question, and also to make sure everybody's aware of this, it has a picture of where the old furniture was. Excuse me. In addition to that, the furniture that they're going to acquire, and the description also states that it will be bolted down. In order to bolt it down, it has to be in an area that has some kind of concrete or flooring like that, which the picture shows. So obviously, wherever they place this should definitely be out of the way of the mowers or any other landscape work that needs to be done. Okay? So I hope that clarifies, the concerns there. Thank you.
Director Armendariz. Who we have here, Director Bastani. Do you have something about this?
Yeah, Maggie, what he said, we should keep out of this issue because there are other cul-de-sac, and this will set up a precedent and a precedence, and we may not be able to make it to everyone. I think we keep out of it. We can provide the space and let those who wanted to put the money on it. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Bastani. Director Ardani.
I agree with whatever that makes the residents happy, but do you think that is better that we just talk about it and investigating more about it and back to the committee that belongs to these things and we talk about it? Because even the way that Azar said, maybe we can find something more cheaper and more practical.
Thank you, Director. Director Cash Aquicar, do you have something to add? You're muted.
Well, not really. I think it's a good idea, so let them do it. And if it takes 11,000, and if these people have been meeting at that place, to the best of my knowledge, for 3 or 4 years, if I mistake not. And it's a good site as any site, so let them continue. 11,000 is a small expense to make that as an official site for people to gather and meet. Let's leave it at that.
Thank you, Director Cash Aquicar. Director Casey.
Yeah, I went by there this morning and looked, and it looked very nice. They had their furniture organized in 3 separate sections of the cement foundation. I would say, the issue originally was that they were going to take down all that furniture, like right away. And so I think, finding a better solution than $11,000, I think we could find something that would be available to maybe more cul-de-sacs that have that situation where they have a cement foundation to attach to. But right now, it does look like it's serving the purpose, and they've organized it nicely. So I think just deciding on the price and the type, could be extended. Thank you.
Director Armendariz.
Thank you, Anthony. I usually am pretty tight with money, and when I first looked at it, I saw $11,000. But after looking at the pictures and then recognizing the purpose, you want something of pretty good quality out there, because this reflects on the whole community. It's a common area, so it's really important. So I think VMS has probably done a pretty thorough job of trying to get a good quality product and something that will be a plus for the community. So, 11,000 may sound like a lot, but it really isn't when you look at the big picture. And I'm sure Brian will have something to add to that. Thank you.
Okay, we'll get to Brian, but first I want to get one more director. Director Torn, do you have something to add to this debate?
Yes, I think $11,000 for one cul-de-sac, and if we approve it, it will be 90 cul-de-sac about $1 million. That's a little bit too much for us to swallow. What I would, and I think it's a good idea to have something like that. What I would like to say, propose is that maybe we can subsidize maybe $1,000. They can, the residents there can contribute the rest to them. So yes, we contributed it, but we just don't have enough money to contribute the whole thing. And if they don't want to put out their money, they want United to put out all the money, then forget it. I don't think that we can subsidize that much. So my alternative solution is we contribute $1,000 and then they contribute the rest. That would be probably a better response, alternative for that. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Torrin. I'd like to hear from staff. Brian, you have the floor.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chair, and good morning or good afternoon now, everybody. Just to clarify just a couple of things here, we put a couple of options in this staff report. One is a bolt-down option. The other one is more of a free-flowing option, which is the cheaper one of the two. So that's about $4,000. And you do want to have something that's more of a commercial grade. You don't necessarily want to have something they can go buy at Home Depot or something like that, which is not going to be as sturdy. It's not going to last as long. So if the committee is looking at investing into something, I think it needs to be of a commercial grade quality. And again, it's up to the committee to really decide if they want to have something that's more bolted down. From looking at that location and that site, it seems like those chairs and tables that are currently there were moved around a lot. So I'm not sure exactly what kind of programs and activities happen there, but that's something the committee definitely should consider in regards to whether they want to have a movable or something that's more bolted down. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. Is there Siobhan?
And I wish Brian would have touched on the fact that this would not be precedent setting, because this is one of the few areas, Brian, and please correct me if I'm wrong, that there is actually cement in a cul-de-sac. So that provides a surface whereby we could affix the chairs and tables to the ground if desired. Brian, can you please elaborate on that?
Yeah, that is correct. We don't have too many, concrete slabs within the community where it's conducive to something like this. As a matter of fact, I think the only other location that I'm aware of would be over by the Aliso Creek Park area. There's a walkway that goes down to the park from a parking lot, and there's some chairs and tables up there as well. And again, that would also fall under United, but being directly central within the housing units themselves, that's the only one that I'm aware of, to be honest with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Blackwell.
Yes, my question is the same cul-de-sac. All you have to do is walk around the carport and you see another area. So we are not doing this for this one area. The other area already has 2 tables with chairs on it. So does that mean we're already going to be in 2 places on cul-de-sac 51? And that would be so we don't know. I mean, are you favoring these people because they asked, and as soon as the other people ask, then they're in the same cul-de-sac? Do we grant it to them then automatically, or you say no, but they already have tables and chairs there?
Thank you, Director Blackwell. Do we have any more debate, or are we ready for a vote?
President Liberatore, we
Yes.
do have 4 member comments on this item.
Okay, let's have them, please. You have the floor.
All right, if we could get Rhoda Littner, and that's for 2013C.
I don't live anywhere near this cul-de-sac, but I can't help thinking about the precedent and the contribution that this decision would make to increasing the cost to United of living in the village. It says here that if you got the attached furniture, that there would be no cost to United. But that attached furniture comes like an IKEA package. It has to be completely put together, and it has to be bolted. That's labor that I assume United would pay for. Who else would pay for it? They're not using an outside contractor to do this, is what they mean, but it's of course still a cost to United. Also, the bolted down suggestion that VMS has made looks terrible to me in terms of comfort. It would be fine for a children's playground, but not for a senior sitting arrangement, which is supposed to be comfortable. I think that the picture of what furniture they do have there looks just fine. It isn't professional. It isn't meant to be professional. It's meant to be within a small area that's surrounded by only 3 buildings who use it. So I agree with Director Bastani. I think we should leave well enough alone and get out of there. The only reason this came up is because VMS decided to remove the furniture, which has been there for decades. Thank you.
Chairman?
Thank you.
After that comment, I do want to respond to one of the reasons why we're here and focus back on that after the
You got
other
the floor,
public comments.
Jeff. Go ahead.
All right, if we could have Elsie Addington, 2121Q.
Hi, thank you. Thank you, Mr. President and group. Thank you for all your effort and all your time. Real briefly, I gotta agree with my girl Rhoda here. I'm pretty tall and old, and they're really kind of good looking, I think, the bolt down, but it's just going to give me a bunch of bruises on my thighs, you know, trying to get in, trying to get out. So that's just a comment. But otherwise, if you look at this a little bit differently, maybe in member hearings, and I know our president used to chair member hearings, and some of you are involved in that again. There's a unit that it's got, maybe this is the same thing. Is it 3 buildings with the one common patio? Is that even, that's not what we're talking about here though, right? This is what we're talking about? It's a common area that has many buildings. But is it the unit that we see all over the village that has 3 units and they have one little common? Huh? The San Sebastians. Is this the San Sebastian situation? No, I didn't think so. But if you look at the San Sebastian situation, sometimes we get this issue all the time where people have personal stuff out there and somebody objects. And so then we have to weigh this like this. And sometimes it's get rid of it. Sometimes you can keep it. Sometimes you can get rid of some of it. We reach compromises. But in this case, if it's not bothering anybody, I don't know why we can't just leave it alone and the cost is 0, because I don't think these folks are asking for us to contribute any furniture, right? Now, if they do make a mess and they do trash it up, well, then I'm sure we'll hear from other residents that they're trashing it up. But my point is we can make an exception just like we do with the San Sebastians and say it's okay for this particular one. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you. Grant?
The next speaker is via Zoom. We have the username S. Schaefer. If you would please state your name and manor number before speaking.
Hi, my name is Cynthia Schaefer, and I'm at 207F. And I actually sent you a letter, but since I've been listening, I thought I should talk instead. Okay, I live at that cul-de-sac, and it is used all the time. We have furniture. It was getting a little old, true, and it was getting a little messy. One of our manor, one of the ladies that lives in that area did try to clean it up, and I think it looks a little better now. The issue came because we use that all the time. Sometimes we put the chairs in a circle and we have a meeting. Sometimes We have lectures. We've had, when members of our community have died, we've had memorials for them there. It's used a lot of time. Sometimes we have potlucks. So when we were told we had to remove everything and that we had to bring our own chairs every time we wanted to come out, some of our residents are rather old and are not able to accommodate taking their chairs out, and so that's why it came before you folks. We greatly appreciate you taking up the matter after we were told we had to get rid of everything. And it would be nice to have newer, nicer tables. I think that the ones that are bolted down would not work very well because we need to change them around. And as far as the fact you had mentioned in your report that it might, some of the things might be have trouble with being stolen. If you do have movable furniture there, I would think that you could easily put little tags on it that said property of Laguna Woods, or you could even take and put the logo of Laguna, like spray painted on a logo on top, and a color that is similar, so that you can tell that it's owned by Laguna Woods and not, or you could put something on it so that people wouldn't steal it, but would allow us to move it around. So I thank you again for trying to accommodate the residents, and I hope that you will allow us to have some kind of furniture out there so that we can continue to socialize. Thank you.
Thank you.
Our last comment is from the username Alice. If you would please state your name and manor number before speaking.
You're muted.
Please unmute.
You're muted. We can't hear you. You're still muted. There you go.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Great. Yes, hi. My name is Alice Donenfeld Renew. I live in manor number 211C, Avenida Mallorca. I'd like to straighten out a few pieces of misinformation. Number one, the furniture has been there for at least we know 26 years, because one of our residents has been there 26 years and remembers it. It appears that Leisure World originally had put down 2 picnic tables, and they were there until they just fell apart, at which point the residents started bringing out their own furniture. As far as I know, it's the only cemented area in that particular location. I walk a dog around there all the time. I don't know of any other ones that is a cemented area. We use it continuously. We use it for.
Is that near you? No, it's up a ways.
Okay.
It's at gate number 2. We're off gate number 2. Anyway, we've always had furniture there. We have all kinds of meetings. We visit, sometimes it's just somebody comes out and sits, and then everybody else comes out and joins them. And particularly during the pandemic, it was marvelous because we could see other people and interact with other people, but be a distance away where we weren't worried about getting ill. We often use it for potluck. Cynthia very kindly gave us a lecture on earthquake preparedness a couple of weeks ago. There's a grief group that meets there. Sometimes we just say, hey, I'm going to be out in the center. Come on out and bring something to drink or something to eat, and let's get together. I've had poetry readings there and storytellings. We use it constantly. This came up because one morning we came out and found signs that said, get your furniture out of here, it's going to be confiscated. I mean, that was basically what it was. Nobody asked for anything. We did not ask to have the community pay for anything. We're perfectly happy to put our own furniture out there. And if there's something that you would like us to do, I've spoken with quite a few of the local residents there, and they said if you have a particular look that you'd like to have, and it's not too expensive, we'd be happy to do it. But we do want to keep the area because it's very important to us. We're old and we like to get together and talk to each other. It's as simple as that. That's one of the great things about this community. And really, I appreciate you all taking the time to listen to me. And thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Director Blackwell.
Yes, I move to remove this item from the agenda and send it, whoops. I move to remove this item from the agenda and to send it back to Landscape Committee, and perhaps Landscape Committee can deal with allowing, see, the difficulty is that this is against one of our resolutions about furniture in public places. But if landscape finds itself capable to give dispensation or allow such furniture, then residents may do what they have done, just as we have seen here, with our okay. And that would be okay. And we would be watching to see that it isn't something that's going to interfere with the landscape operations. So I move that this go back to committee.
So Director Blackwell is making a motion to refer this back to the Landscape Committee. Is that correct? Am I stating it
second it.
right? Do we have a second?
Yes, Director
second it.
Akakar seconded the motion.
Okay. So we have a motion to refer this back to the Landscape Committee, and we have a second. Is there any more discussion, or are we ready for, Diane Casey, please?
Well, I just wanted to say that I have pictures, of I just showed everyone pictures of the cul-de-sac and how nicely organized it is. And so I can forward those to the Landscaping Committee.
Thank you, Director Casey. Anybody else?
Mr. Chair.
Jeff.
I just wanted to reiterate something that Member Maggie Gladwell just said, and that is the issue that generated this. If you recall, the residents came and spoke to you at the last meeting. They received a notice from compliance. The complaint wasn't from landscaping. It was from an individual saying it's a clutter. You have a clutter policy that says that's in violation. So if you send it back to landscaping, we're good with it, you could still have a compliance issue down the road from somebody that says it's a clutter compliance, not a landscaping issue. So I want to make sure that if you get a recommendation from landscaping that says, we love the chairs there, you still could be in violation of your own resolution, which says it's a clutter policy issue. This came from a complaint from a resident, another resident. So the progression of what we did as staff to bring it back to you was to give you an alternative. If we placed village chairs there, it wouldn't be clutter being caused by another resident or another resident or another resident. That's what we were trying to clarify. If the board felt inclined to look at an exemption to your clutter policy for that cul-de-sac, that's something you could consider. I think that could cause more, talk about issues that could have caused down the line. So I'm not exactly sure what direction you want, but that's how we got here today.
Thank you, Mr. Parker. That's an excellent point. Didn't think of it myself. Now I'd like to let Director Ascari have the floor.
So much, Mr. Chair. First of all, the beneath of this request is a very healthy thing. Is in the open area and people enjoying over 26 years for different things. Why we should be against that? However, how to manage this one is another thing. I understand that Mr. Parker said this is a compliance, and first of all, we should know that we should get rid of 26 years enjoyment just because one person complained. How many person complain? Is it a petition that they send it? We have to go through this one. Or just one person doesn't like this group and complain. That's number one. Number two, if there is a resolution, I understand that people cannot put in the common area. However, it comes variance. We as a board member come pass a variance to the resolution and says for this particular, with this amount of chair and this amount, we can put some rules, but let them enjoy without spending any money. But if even we go further, we wanted to spend money, it still is not much that they asking and what they Brian up. And I said, Brian, if you go to online, you can see exactly the same, but it's cheaper because of we are in November and Black Friday and they wanted to sell. So there are lots of layers under that, and we don't need to send back this one to the landscape. We spend 11 people, including VMS, coming here, half hour we're talking, and they are going to send it back to landscape for what reason? Then the main reason is correct. 26 years they people enjoy. Please consider this one and let pass and let them just see how this must be continued. Thank you.
Sorry, Mr. President, can I say one thing? Go ahead. I totally agree with Ms. Asghari, and the other thing that I just noticed that all the resident doesn't like the bolted table and bolted chair. And if you want to just do something else, it's not practical. Again, it look like mess, look like clutter. And I think that just we change a little bit, or we just put the rules to how many chairs they can use or how many tables, and let them to enjoy it.
Okay, thank you, Director Nordani. Director Armendariz.
Thank you, Anthony. Yeah, Jeffrey Parker reminded me of something that I need to clarify, because he's right. We could send this back to the Landscape Committee, and we could look at it, and we could come right back with a proposal similar to this. The problem with this issue is that when Landscape Committee has allowed certain planting or certain modifications to the common area, it has been where it's been authorized to a particular member. So they're responsible for maintaining that. And if they don't maintain it, it can go back to its original state. Now here, what we were trying to do was to approve something where seating was provided in an area where it was a permanent fixture. You didn't have to worry about clutter. You didn't have to worry about maintenance or upkeep and all that. Now, what we're hearing from the members now, they want to be allowed to have an area where they can meet, and they provide their own furniture. Well, the problem with that is the one that Jeff mentioned. Then you have the clutter policy that comes into play. And who's responsible for maintaining that and keeping that looking attractive? Well, whoever the members are, but you don't have a documented arrangement where you can enforce it. So you can send it back to the landscape, and I'm not going to have any magic answer different than what we're throwing back and forth here. So you got those two issues you got to deal with, okay? Now, a lot of directors don't want to spend that much money. The members don't want something that's fixed. And we have this in different areas above the creek, above it and below it. But that's where the mutual has put in benches, and they're bolted down to the ground. We have one down at the end of Avenida Sevilla, and it's an area like that. But the two problems you face is one of cost and maintenance, and the other one who's responsible. So we're not really making any headway here on that. We could decide on something and the members still won't like it. And we can't give them what they want. We can't allow them to go in and put whatever they want and have it as a meeting area, because then that falls under other requirements under our governing documents. So that's the problem we have, and I don't have a solution, frankly. If you send it back to landscape. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Armendariz. Now, we have this on the floor, and to a motion to send it back to landscape. Well, what was the motion? To refer it back to where?
It
Refer back
was
to
to
landscape.
landscape, but
That was the motion.
it
That's
could
what we're
easily
talking.
go to governing documents or anything else. It really has several places it could go.
Did you make a motion to
I
refer
did.
it back to landscape?
I did make that motion.
All right. Did we have a second?
We did.
Yes.
We had a second, so all right, let's vote on this motion, please. We have another meeting coming up. We got to move this along.
My vote is no. We should make decision now.
Okay, we got your vote.
Mr. President, my vote is no too. Why we are not decision for limiting the table and the chair and let them enjoy?
Thank you, Director Nardani.
My vote is no also.
Sorry, I'm a little bit confused by the vote at this point. What are we voting for exactly? What to move?
There was a motion on the floor to send this back to a landscape committee for further discussion. And that's what's on the floor to be voted on, yes or no? Yay or nay?
Okay, I vote yes because send back to the landscape committee, see if there's any other alternative. And if this becomes a variance and approved, then it doesn't need to go to the compliance. If it's the same thing, then it needs to go to.
Well, we're
back to
voting now,
compliance.
sir. We're in the voting
So I
process.
vote yes.
Director English? I voted no. No? Okay. Director Bastani?
6 against, okay. It fails.
Is that no?
We done?
Yeah.
We got 11?
6 against.
All right, the motion to send this back to landscape fails. All right, let's move on. 13D. 13D is discuss and consider easy payments for HOA
Wait.
assessment.
Then what about the resolution 13C?
Well, we just voted it down.
It's not going back to committee, so it is still in front of us.
Let's vote on whether we want to approve it or not.
That's right.
All right. You want to discuss it some more?
I
would
move that
like
we
to
take
make
a
a
vote
motion.
on the original.
Well, we have it on the floor. We don't need a motion now. The floor is C. To entertain a motion to approve United Cul-de-sac 51 common area patio furniture. The motion
Yes, but
forward
what
was
kind
to
of
vote, send
furniture?
it back to landscape, and we voted that down.
No, Mr. President, what furniture? We can let them just enjoy the way that they did it 26 years.
Well, you're going to
Just
have a
because
compliance
one
problem
person
then.
didn't like.
No,
No, listen, Jeff says you're
Compliance
going to
is
have a
one
compliance
person.
problem.
Mr. President, can we figure out how many people complied? It was a petition or not? Just one person says don't like it, not the whole group should not enjoy. This
No.
is not against 26 years they did it.
no.
Well, Asgar, we're here, we're 11 people voting on these things.
Point of order. We need to take a vote on the motion as presented,
Right.
All
please.
right, the motion's on the floor. What do we,
There was no motion, there was no resolution presented.
well, we're not talking about a resolution. We want to approve it, C or not? Do I hear a motion to approve? Do I hear a motion to accept it, disapprove it?
We did
Yes,
have
but approve the motion.
I second.
we did have a prior move and second to the motion.
Okay, so we should vote.
There is a member comment from Richard Rader, if you'd like for him to speak at this time.
Aren't we done with comments? We're voting?
Okay.
All right,
Okay, can we say which kind of furniture, Mr. President?
yes.
The voting, we don't know we vote for what.
Item C, entertain a motion to approve United Cul-de-sac 51 common area patio furniture. We going to approve it or
Yes,
disapprove it?
It is $11,000.
It is, but it's two kind of furniture. Which one we are voting? The bolted
$11,000
knot.
is
People,
the.
they don't want it. Oh, Maggie, could you please stop? Could you please stop and listen for a second?
We're voting on 13C. 13C says entertain a motion
Correct,
to.
Mr. President.
Jesus.
Under 13C, there is two options.
No.
One is loose chair. Another is folded chair.
There's
the
no
folded
options.
chair is 11.
There's no options. There's option. We either approve it or
There is.
disapprove it, or you amend
Please
it.
read it.
The resolution was taken from the recommendation of page 1 of 8. That is $11,000. That's what I read.
Brian, can you explain to them? Brian, please. Please, Brian, explain to them.
Brian's not conducting the meeting, I am. So address me, not Brian.
I'm so sorry, Mr. President, but it seems that the director Blackwell all the time interfering in your directing.
We shouldn't
Please,
be, we
stop.
should be mentioning each other's names here. That's not Robert's rules. All right, somebody let's do away, we have another meeting coming up, so let's do away with this item C here.
President, can I ask you one thing?
Yes,
Now, if
Director Lee.
we've, okay, now voting to pass this resolution, does that mean that we are bound to purchase 10,000 plus furniture or the 338? Is there any, do we have to make that decision as well?
Well, it says here, if we approve the United Cul-de-sac 51 area patio furniture, and the staff has given us options.
Yeah, two of them. So now we are letting the staff make a decision then? If we decide to have the VMS replace the furniture, VMS then will
that's what
decide
we
which
have
one,
been debating.
10,000 versus 3,800?
We have been debating that for the last 10 minutes, and it seems like we want to do something, but we don't like the price. That's the picture I get.
Mr. President?
And then there was a motion to send it back for further discussion, but as Jeff pointed out to us, sending it to landscape doesn't do anything good because you're in violation of compliance.
Mr. President, could I make a motion?
Yes.
Yeah, I would say that based on what I've heard, the second option seems to be the best option because they want something that they can move around. And if it has the logos of Laguna Woods Village on it, it's a more affordable option. It's going to satisfy the complaint that it is acceptable and accepted by VMS and our governing documents, that it's not clutter, and that maybe the captain of that area can make sure that it is always presentable.
Okay. So Director Casey, are you making a motion?
Yes, I'd like to make an motion to accept this resolution with the second option of the movable furniture.
All right, so Director Casey's making a motion to pass this with the second option.
I second it. That's why we are talking for 10 minutes.
Okay, you second. Is
I
there any
second.
more debate on this? Director Torn.
Sorry, I withdraw my question because I was asking the same question.
Was he what?
His question was
I withdraw my
answered.
question.
Well, we're voting on 13C, whether accepted with option 2, as presented to us by staff.
Okay, I vote for yes, if that's the question. Okay.
I vote yes also.
I vote yes too.
Let's have a voting screen, please, for the members that are here. And we have another meeting we have to push forward to.
I vote yes as well.
Director Ardani?
You know, I'm still thinking because the movable one is exactly like the same things that they have it. Why the United supposed to pay for the movable one? You know, they have it already and they are just enjoying it.
So you can't make up your mind? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying no for the movable.
Okay.
And if they don't like the bolted one, let's enjoy whatever they have.
So fails. We got 11?
President Liberatore?
Yes.
What was your vote?
Oh, I thought it did.
It passes 8-3.
All right, motion passes. Let's go on to
The can of worms.
new business, item D. Discuss and consider easy payments for HOA assessments for new buyers. All right, who wants to lead off?
Yeah, I'll lead off. I don't see it. I'll lead off.
Item D?
13D.
13D.
Item D, yes, I offer that one, Mr. President. Can I talk about that? Because I offer
You have
that
the
one.
floor, Scary. Go ahead, talk. You got the floor.
Thank you.
It's not in the
Thank you.
package.
This is,
It's
hello?
not-
Is this comes because when BMS staff talking with the bank, they find is a quiet amount of the money bank charge us for the people that sending their assessment by check. So we have no authority to those people that already been here to change unless they educate them, which I suggested. Please write down something on the brief as well or online. However, for those people, new people that they are buying in Laguna Woods, it would be at our benefit. We are saving quite money. I can see how much for 11,000 we discussed today. We are saving money if people pay their assessment by signing up easy payment. So I am asking as a resolution for those new members that come into the Laguna Woods and they buy, they sign up a paper like they sign up, they are responsible to take care of the not standard garden or other things. They sign off that they are obligated to pay their assessment by signing up by easy payment. And this is for saving toward residents. So that was the whole issue that we brought it here.
Thank you, Director.
And can I make a motion right now and then start
No, we're
debate over that?
we're gonna, we have, do we not make a motion for this? No. Okay.
So we make a motion and then debate on that one.
Right.
I'll make a motion to pass the new residents pay their assessment by easy payment.
I second the motion.
The point is,
Open for debate.
Okay.
Director
And now
Almendares.
debate.
Yeah, I've asked from day
Okay.
one to do.
Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Anthony. Although this is under new business, it really is to discuss and consider. I believe that this needs to have.
I'm sorry, we cannot hear. We cannot hear.
Thank you. Anthony, I believe that this needs to go back to the Finance Committee
Yeah.
and have them come up with a full report on what this means.
Did you make a motion?
And so I make a motion that this be referred back to Finance Committee. We don't even have a
And I'll
resolution
second
for
it.
this.
I'll second it.
All right, so we have a motion on the floor by Director Armendaris to refer item D back to the Finance Committee. We have a second from Director English. For further discussion, do we have any more discussion? Cash.
well, I agree. Let's send it back. Let's move on.
Okay. Any more discussion, or are we ready for the vote?
Ready for the vote.
See nothing, we're ready for the vote? Okay, the motion is, again, to refer item D back to the Finance Committee. Is that correct, Director Armendaris?
Yes, correct.
Do we have a second?
Second it.
Me.
Let's vote.
Instead of voting, I would suggest whoever is objecting to raise objection. It may be unanimous.
Sorry, why we want to just send it back to the committee? It's the easy thing. It's just one form that you can provide it and give it to the escrow to give it to the buyer.
Okay.
They have the occupancy agreement to sign. They sign this one too. It's very easy. I don't know why you guys want to just send it to the committee back.
Well, Nita, it's not my
not
motion.
necessary.
We're just entertaining the motion. You don't have to vote for it.
I said
Well,
no.
Mr.
I'm saying
President,
no.
first we had a motion to approve this one. Can we already said no to that? Because there was a motion before this motion.
Point of order, we've gone beyond that point. We're not voting.
I don't understand. Could you please help me to understand? We
I
had a
think with
motion on the table.
Yeah, the motion on
I
the
think
floor
Annie's
is
motion.
to send item D back to the Finance Committee for further research and discussion.
But Mr. President, what happened to the first motion that?
What was the first motion?
The first motion was.
Who
new
made the first
buyer.
motion?
I made it and seconded here with another director. We had a motion.
We hadn't.
I think Manny's proposal is not a motion. Manny's proposal is amendment. Send it back to the Finance Committee.
No, it is a motion
Okay,
to send
so
it
it's
back to
not-
committee.
No, it's
Director
not a-
Casey.
You cannot.
Director
Motion.
Casey has the floor.
Hello, I just wanted to say that there's nothing in the packet regarding this, so it has to go back. It was omitted, so we need to go
Excellent
back to
point.
Finance.
There's no background in the packet,
Back to
but we still have a
committee.
motion on the floor to be dealt with.
Okay, so vote it then.
May we
I don't
complete
think
the
you can
voting,
have
please?
proposals Simultaneously.
Let's
I don't
finish
think
the
you can have
vote, then we can go on to further
simultaneously.
discussion.
So we have two motions at the same time?
No.
Which one are we voting?
The motion we're voting on right now is to send this back to Finance Committee because there's nothing in the packet here to give directors a chance to scrutinize.
What happened to the original motion?
My vote is no. On the vote,
It's an amendment. You cannot have two motions at the same time.
We don't have two motions at the same time.
One motion is to consider easy payment for HOA assessment for new buyers. The second motion is to send it back to the Finance Committee. So the second motion should be an amendment.
Let's complete the voting because the first, you want to stay here all day?
That's not the issue. What is the procedure?
Well, the
Robert's
procedure
rule,
is
what is
amendment on
Robert's
there, and the first amendment was dilatory. How's that? It was dilatory, so it's out of order. Now vote.
Thank you very much.
You're so welcome.
I'll second that.
We are still waiting for votes from Director Asgari, Director Akrakar, and Director Toring.
I vote no.
Okay, I vote,
I vote yes.
okay, yes, let it go, just.
Director Toring?
Yes.
Thank you.
Vote is complete, 8-3.
All right, it's 8-3, 8 in favor, 3 nay. It carries. It's going back to Finance Committee.
Right.
All right, we're a little pressed for time here. It's 12:28 by my clock. We have another meeting to go to. Yeah. Well, we have committee reports here.
Appointments.
No, we have 13E, we have
All right,
13E.
we'll do committee appointments.
room.
Where's that at? 14?
Anthony, I move that we approve the committee
11D.
appointments as included in this report.
I second.
Director Armendariz wants to approve the committees as written down here. We have a second. Is there any discussion?
Yes.
Yes. I have comments. I oppose to this assignment. There are confusion on this issue. Our bylaws says president will says, or a blue book says officers and managers. The wordings are confusing. So I think we should not approve it at this point. We should have time to discuss it.
Thank you, Director Bastani. Director Armendariz.
Yes, I'd like to clear that up because some directors are confused. The bylaws are very clear. It states in there that the president selects the chairpersons and also the members of each committee. And those selections are then submitted to the board for approval. It's plain, simple English. That's what it says. So that's what we've done. And so now we need to vote on that. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Armendariz. Director Cash, Aquacar. Unmute yourself. Director Aquacar, we can't hear you. You're muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
This is vote for what? Because I was a little bit off my computer. What is the voting for?
We're voting for the committee
What is the
assignments.
resolution?
The proposed committee assignments.
11D. 11D.
I vote yes. I vote yes as it is written.
Anybody else? Director Casey.
Yeah, I'm just a little confused. There's two different schedules, and one, I'm not on the Finance Committee, and the other I am. So I want to be on it, so. But the other one that was in white, on white paper, said I was on it, so I don't.
Yeah, this is it. Well, this was, I sent it to them. This is what they came up with. So on the Finance Committee?
Yeah, she should be on.
This is 11D. It's in the pink pages. The other's the minutes of before. 11D.
All right, is there any more discussion?
Yes.
Director?
I don't know if it requires a motion, but I move that Diane be placed on the Finance Committee. Make that correction.
We can make that. I mean, because it has to be approved by
I
the
mean,
board.
wait a minute, you can move right now things around? I am confused.
No, here, don't be confused. I, as a chair, can make proposed nominations for the committees, but the committee has to be approved by the board. So if the board here, these directors want to change it, they can.
Okay, so right now you are changing things.
And if you don't want to approve it, we can send it back.
I volunteered to be on the Disaster Preparedness Task Force and the Security and Community.
We have a motion. Let's finish this, then you go to.
Director Ascari?
Yes, as a suggestion that they said, I want to suggest that for member hearing, because Neda Ardeni has a good background. Can you make that one as a chair?
Sure. The board is the one that's going to direct me as what to do. Director Armendariz.
Okay, that's why,
Right.
like, you get direction from.
I have the floor,
other
Azar. I
members.
believe I have the floor. Okay?
Who has
The
the floor? My
the
hand up
bylaws
and
are
I
very
recognize.
clear. It says the president makes the selections for the chair and for the committee members. And what that means in plain English is that the directors don't have the authority or the power to select members or chairs. However,
Yes.
whatever those selections are by the president must be approved by the board. So a director can't come along and say, you know, I want this person on this committee unless the chair or the
Please don't.
president proposes the same thing.
Point of-
Okay? I can't make it any clearer than that.
Point
So
of
he has to propose
clarification.
it.
If you look at Davis Sterling on page 28, item number 3, and it just clearly states all the way through it where I can make, or the president or the chair can make proposed committee assignments. It ultimately all has to be approved by the board. So the president, you know, I'm not the king up here. That's the whole thing. And if you look at Davis Sterling, page 28, item 3, Corporation Code 7212, and also if you go into Robert's Rules, the 12th edition, 50:1, and then also at the Robert's Rules 12th edition, 50:11. It just outlines it in our bylaws. Section 2, Article 8, appointment of committees and all committees. So it's all there. Now, what I would suggest, and I did this so it would be on air so that people at home could see what we're doing here, you could refer this back and people can send me what they'd like to do. Because I did this because I want the people at home to see the process.
Mr. Chair, you gave me the floor. As soon as I start, Mr. Manny jumped in and I didn't have any chance. I am just stunned. What's going on?
Well, again,
You told me you recognized me.
when I sent this
As
to
soon
you,
as I start,
when I sent this to you, at the top of the page, it said proposed, because it's up to the board. And if the board doesn't like it, they send it back to me or make recommendations on their own, because it has to be approved by the board.
no, what I am saying, you recognized me a few minutes ago. As soon as I start talking, another director jumped in. That's my question, is can I finish my sentence? Before I finish my sentence, you recognized me. You said that is, I have the floor. Can I finish my sentence?
Well, go ahead. Nobody's talking.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chair. My question is, the bylaws, I read it, and as you said, it's very, very plain English. That's not the problem. The problem is, right now, a few minutes ago, Manny moved a director, and he said, I said that I moved. But when we other people, we suggested, you said no. So is there any difference between directors, or only one
No, there
director
isn't.
can
If you
move
remember
around?
correctly, I said the first motion was dilatory. Look that up in your book. It was dilatory.
Okay, what we are doing right now. Now, could you explain what we are doing now?
We're voting on committee assignments, and again, the committee assignments are not up to me. I can propose people, but the board has to be the final say. They're the boss, not
Correct.
me. So now it's
Correct.
Director Armandaris
Correct.
has the floor.
Thank you, Anthony. I believe we should complete the vote, and that will determine whether or not these proposed assignments and committee members are acceptable to the majority of the board. If they are not and it fails, then it has to go back and be reworked again. So at the present time, rather than waste a bunch of time, let's just vote on the proposed committees and chairpersons at this point. That will indicate whether the majority of the board is content with these. So we need to continue the vote now. We've had plenty of discussion. Thank you.
May I say something?
Yes, Cash, go ahead.
This is Ken. investment ad hoc committee has only one name, and I think kind of that's doesn't sound kosher. Maybe we should have more than one name for a committee.
Yes.
Investment ad hoc committee shows only one name.
I don't understand. What
We
are you
can
saying?
vote. We go
It's
back.
under GRF,
That's GR.
and it's my name.
Well, the GRF committees, you don't like that? Well, what I would propose is very simple. I put names up there. I looked through the old system and took out the names of the ones who had termed out, and I put in names. I didn't use any system, I just put in names to give us something to talk about here on TV with the rest of the residents. And I'm open to changing this and giving it back to staff for the next time. Again, these committee assignments take up a lot of time. I realize that, and it's the board that has to approve these.
Point of order, can we complete the vote? And then we'll know where we are.
Yeah, that be orders of the day.
Complete vote with no changes, Mr. Armendez, with no changes? Do you mean complete the vote with no changes?
No changes.
That's correct. Complete the vote
Vote
as,
no.
with the
If you
assignments
vote
as
no, you
stated
will-
in this package. That's what the motion was, and it was seconded. So that's what we should vote on.
All right, Grant, can we have the voting screen?
Yes.
Vote to accept or reject the committee assignments as given to the board today.
I reject.
I withdraw my nomination as chair of member hearings.
Well, we need to vote on the whole proposal.
Right, we're voting on the motion.
Okay?
To clarify, right, Mr. Chair, does this include the motion that Director Armendariz had made to place Director Casey onto the Finance
No, we're
Committee?
voting on the motion to accept this proposal, but that would be an amendment. What I'm suggesting is that the other directors talk to me, and I can change that and resubmit it to staff, if that's acceptable.
So right now, I don't know who is in finance. This is confusing.
Can we also vote to take people?
I'm not voting for
Yeah.
individual.
If,
We're voting for this motion, yes or no?
right.
Okay, no. Let's get motion passed, no.
Point of order.
Point of
We can
order.
only vote on what has been presented, period. We can't change anything.
There are
We can only
two,
change it if this fails. Then we go back and redo this whole thing.
Can I say something? Can I say something? I'm wondering why our president first sent us the assignment and then he changed it. That one makes all of us confused. And now he's emphasizing that we should accept this one. We cannot accept this
Well,
one.
you don't have to accept it. That's why we're voting. Vote no.
Because of that, no, Mr. President, I'm really getting just confused that why you changed it from the first place.
Point of
Why
order.
you change it?
I can't
If
take this
somebody's talking
anymore.
to you,
I'm officially offering you my resignation as a director on this board. I can't handle it. Thank you.
So we're going to vote on this motion to accept the proposed committee assignments or vote it down.
vote no for me.
No for me.
I vote no as well.
If there is no amendment of personal opinion, I say no.
My vote is yes.
For clarification, could I please receive, once again, the vote from Director Bastani Director Bastani, Director Ardani, and Director Asghari.
I voted no.
No for me, Grant.
Grant, no for me.
Thank you.
Vote is no, it goes back to you to redo.
That's the whole point.
So we have.
It failed, 6-5? Grant, I can't see.
Yeah, 65. It fails.
All right, the motion fails, and we'll resubmit it to staff, but I would like the other directors to let me know the committees they like to serve on, both United and GRF.
So no committees can meet in December.
Who said that?
Yeah, we'll do
You don't
10.
make rules up.
Wait, am I still on every?
You can make rules up. We can still have committee meetings.
Am I still on governing docs?
Sure.
No, it's 11D, Elsie. It's a page
I'm looking at 11D, and if we didn't approve this, then the old members are still, the old people are still on the committees, right? If we didn't approve this.
Yeah, but the trouble is, you have some people on the old committees that have turned out.
Like me.
Yeah.
That's my point.
No, you can't be on that.
So how can you not approve this, at least that something?
Well, they can't, they don't have to approve it.
Well, you can always work on it next month.
I can appoint pro tem directors. I can appoint directors on a pro tem basis. Yes.
I thought there'd be more about landscaping, that's why I came to this meeting. I'm living here over 30 years, and I see they're cutting down trees because they're not maintained, and they don't clean the sidewalk. For that reason, they're cutting down trees and shrubs. And I'd like to speak to...
Mr. President, can we escape the committee report because it's 1 o'clock?
Tell me who to speak to, the proper person, because evidently people aren't doing their job.
Well, you can
I'd
go
like
to,
know who's in charge. Let
get on the
someone-
landscape committee and volunteer as an advisor on landscape.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Landscape committee meeting is Friday at 9:30.
Friday at 9:30. Okay, that's...
Mr. President, can we escape report, committee report? Can we escape the committee report? It's 1 o'clock.
Well,
Just escape this time.
we can, if it's all right with the board, we can defer committee reports till next meeting. Come
Yes.
back as general
Yes,
orders.
thank you so much.
Well, wait, we have
Thank you so
we have
much.
to vote on it.
Okay, my vote is yes.
I vote yes.
My vote is yes.
My vote is yes too.
Yes, I'm so disappointed.
Okay, is it passed, Mr. President?
Thank you.
You have no exceptions on that.
Right, no exceptions.
All right, so it'll come back on the next agenda as general orders.
Right, thank you.
Okay.
Right. And now, since we have, this is not really an adjournment, it's 2 sessions in the meeting, so. we're going to
Recess.
Recess. And then, yeah, we got 1:30 in the Willow Room. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll get better, I hope.
Well, the issues might...
Thank you.
Thank you.
The issues might get easier.
We'll see.